We're a team. All of us. Let's go get them.
Listen up! These guys on the ground, they are your brothers now!
Yes, sir.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Next. I am Johanna Ferris, the General Manager of Call of Duty, and I am thrilled to help kick off a truly significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2, but a very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth, and we've learned a ton along the way. And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a wholly new, elevated player experience. One focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news, but it's just the first chapter of the very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to higher heights in years to come. Ultimately, though, we know that you, our players and fans around the world, will be the judge of all that, and it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and creators in all of gaming. They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce, alongside me, Patrick Kelly, co-studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay. Gameplay is king. But I could go on and on. Things like third person. Things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode in DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games. And it just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone. Wherever you played, be it on console or PC or mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And hopefully today you're gonna see that and play that, and fun is what you come away with.
Absolutely. You know, fun is definitely what we're gonna be heavily focused on. And I'm particularly excited about some of the social features that are coming as part of this launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to be instances where players will interact not only with their own squads, but may even have to work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh ways. We've already seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions, and I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh, wow. So we've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes, right? So connecting the camera to your body, we've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun. Again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're going to play it, and I hope you'll love it like we do.
All right, well, we've taken up enough time, but before they kick us off the stage, can we tell them about raids?
Yes, thank you. So with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're going to release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun, and we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players out there. I heard so many of you talk about what kinds of gameplay challenges can you give us beyond just winning, which, anyway, I won't go off on that, but we've got a whole series of quests and gameplay challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone or you hit different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do. And believe me when I say, everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army. But we have each other.
The world is a vampire. Hold you out to
Coming back! Enemies above! Drill charge! Eyes on the hostage.
You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
Point cover! Decoy!
Gotcha.
despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
Airstrike! Point cover!
Do not let them cross the border.
Take him out! Get ready, team! We have never seen a war zone like this!
The world is a vampire.
They're behind us! Shot stick out! Enemy healer!
Take out that boat!
Check lock 6! Check lock 6!
I'm on my way.
The world is a vampire.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army. But we have each other.
The world is a vampire. Hold you out to
access to the open beta.
And there we go, Call of Duty fans, the trailer so nice. We ran it twice. It is all there. Everything that makes this franchise so special. We are incredibly excited to be here today. And after that, quite frankly, how can you not be? My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly. But before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the there, Jeff Smith, Multiplayer Design Directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level, because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is. And it's a dialogue that we hope to, continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience. And people like Jeff and Joe here, who I am honored to work with, and their experience on this franchise, we're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about. And let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, friends, juicy details.
Sure. I mean, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. What do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods. One of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups. We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So they're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Stephanie, what are some of the new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board this past year and see these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff jump into, breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water. Our water, I've seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make in games. But the aquatic combat, some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans and has been something that I've really enjoyed playing the last couple months.
Aquatic combat. Steph loves to swim. Joe,
sure
can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk, we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just to kill trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustics, there's waves with white caps, but we also, the gameplay side, there's unique ballistics underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater, otherwise you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you saw the boats and the mine that floats, and every piece of equipment has been filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like, we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge. Yeah, really would, instead of blinking out.
Yeah, everything.
A lot of details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my God! Well, I can't quite wait to literally dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system? Joe, what do we got?
Well, you know, last game we did mount, and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement is super important to us. So this game, as you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm going to save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right, vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new dynamite items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using in all sorts in the next game? I
mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge, you saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there, and if a player gets close to it, it auto-deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water, and here you just saw the DDoS. We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom! It's going to shut down everything, and I can move in, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look. But it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone. And there's so much more.
This is the TAC cam, too, which you guys just saw, which to me is my personal favorite.
You can put out a lot of them, and even you can patch into your teammates. So you can, it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So I expect to see a lot of fun moments with that today.
So many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God! Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me. I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we, level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
This does sound amazing. So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff. Can you dive into those details, though, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith. And we were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow out of that.
Yeah, and that's, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, is based in that, changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for, you know, situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action today, which is the entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, you know, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Playable in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, you know, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps. Jeff, this is for you.
Yeah, you know, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
Yes.
But, you know, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War, and a bunch of others really well. And so, you know, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot of visual variety, some colorful maps in there, and I think they feel really clean.
Guys, you're moving me in ways I didn't imagine to be moved today. Excellent stuff.
Cry?
I might. Hey, it's the first time for everything here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
So Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious APC, and, you know, swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways and all this great rooftop combat. And mixed with our ledge hang, you get these really cool parkour combat action happening.
Yeah, I love how you describe the rooftops there on this map specifically as like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that entire vertical.
You can go up there and just hang out and fight other snipers.
All right, well, that looks fantastic. Jeff, okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps? I think we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Mercado is a little street market in a historic section in Mexico. Our story behind this is, you know, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see you know, how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6, all this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. So we've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion is it's a big war map. It's Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of Ground War. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds. And it's this high action mode. It's, you know, they're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe. You can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, you know, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. And we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of completing the cycle of that that old playlist.
Yeah.
Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so, so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Just keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend mode. It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
Yeah, that hero run to exfil is
definitely you know, big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patro, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third-person, and all we're working on all this other stuff we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we'll be playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR. And we have, you know, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're firing with it. And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third-person COD feels like in 2022. Sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph. Like, there's a ton here.
I tried to warn you. We're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's even more to come at launch. So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone yet.
Not even okay. Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode, and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think 1 player on air support, 1 player on the ground. And I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at, you know, some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch, and really tried to implement some of those themes into the design. So we'll be talking more about Special Ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a Special Ops partner?
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I'm all set then, Stephanie. I do believe we have one more surprise for PlayStation players out there. What's that?
Indeed we do. Let's roll the clip.
Empty-handed, I was born. Empty-handed, I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist or bow. Spear, stone, or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game. And it's been really awesome to see our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives. And I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, Steph, we keep talking about all the things that we have to look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow. So make sure you are preloading right now. Now, also check out your screens, since here's exactly when you can play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget, friends, it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition to being able to earn in-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks.
Early.
I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200 plus here, and ready to rock and roll. But first, we'll be right back to show off the world premiere of Warzone 2.0. Don't go anywhere.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by Mountain Dew, official drink of Modern Warfare 2. Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 2. HyperX, official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Play like a pro on the big screen with 144Hz VRR and AMD FreeSync, now on TCL 6 Series TVs. Prime Gaming. Visit gaming.amazon.com today and start claiming your free content.
It's about to be a classic.
We have 200 creators here on site, marching down the green carpet with one mission in mind: to be the first players to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
This one you gonna have to do.
And there is so much in this game. There is almost too much.
This is like one of those days where I enter and my hopes are so high.
And what are you looking forward to most when it comes to Warzone 2?
Prisoner rescue.
I'm looking forward to using that inflatable soldier decoy to mess a lot of players.
Kill streaks, I think.
I'm honestly here just to learn as much as I can to prep for Old Men of Optic, because those guys are very old now.
So maybe some OG maps coming back.
A map that everyone can play.
Honestly, give me a broken shotgun.
What's your favorite game mode and Mountain Dew flavor combo?
Certainly for a cover. I'm going hard with the boys on the dancing game. I'm trying to get some nasty in-game comms. I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal or high rise?
Easy terminal.
Ooh, terminal.
Most people have terminal nostalgia.
Terminal.
Terminal, 100%. I just replayed that recently, and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous.
Easy.
Strike.
High rise.
High rise. Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Honestly, I like the basic one, just Mountain Dew itself.
Dang, I was gonna pick Code Red too.
Can I get a second one?
All right.
Baja Blast.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP, COD points, and also an exclusive Mountain Dew skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when you buy specifically marked Mountain Dew.
You thinking you getting me? Is you kidding me? Ripping everything and I'm beginning to show you.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. The Mountain Dew green carpet, god damn, it was beautiful. beautiful, a lot of fun people out there, everyone having a good time, and some incredibly well-dressed people up there, and some definitely not. Sweaty t-shirts abound. But here we go. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0. We got a glimpse of some Warzone 2.0 in the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today.
But you have to
awesome.
change
However,
it.
we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden. Joe Seacott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are you feeling? Are we ready to party here? I mean, this is a lot. We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0.
My threshold was way too high for the headset because we had it set up for the microphone.
For me, but Warzone 2.0 is everything
now
that
it should
we
be
loved about the
fun.
original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer,
they've been talking for over an hour now,
Warzone
so we're hopefully going to get to
well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world,
seeing
and I think the players are going to
soon.
love it.
Oh my good God. Real excited about this one. Again, there's a lot in this one, Jack. We're going to go from here.
So, and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning, right? Since we started down this road.
I'm on Discord,
and they're
guys.
part of the same universe. Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But
You
the
should hop
centerpiece
on and
of all
give
this, of
commentary.
course, is the new map that we've been working on since 2020 with teams across the globe.
As
It
we're not
brings
playing the
together
game, I can
our
actually share my
philosophies on map
screen.
design. It brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make it happen. And we've learned so much from players experiencing Verdansk and playing Verdansk over Warzone, and we're really
Thank you for
excited
the
for
like and
them
the
to
share.
land in Al Mazrah with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest for players to explore in this map, and we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Well, here we go, a brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al Mazrah. This is
Al
our
Mazrah.
new map for Warzone 2.0.
Al Mazrah.
It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns, a city, and of course water.
I love the
It
water.
looks
I
way
really love
better
the
on
water.
the screen than it did on Twitter. But you're gonna find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for all of our streamers here to jump into Al Mazrah.
Yes,
later
we are
today.
too. Let's
Huge.
see.
Look
Come
at the
on.
size of that thing. Okay,
No, we
so
don't wanna see
that
that.
was
We
a
wanna see
big
multiplayer
picture, and it's
today.
a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look.
The
at some
trailer,
of
oh my
these
god, they
points
played
of
it
interest.
twice on here.
So when we set out to
but it's
create
cool
these
though, because
spaces, the
now
team
you can
works
actually
to
use the
make it
water
feel
again.
like a real space, right? So that there's
How long has it been?
infrastructure in between
It was.
all the different what we call
And
points
I
of
might be
interest
thinking of
along the
PUBG,
map.
to be honest
And if
with
you're
you.
paying
It's been
attention, you
forever
might
since
even
we could
see a
use the
few
water.
that seem pretty familiar out there as well. And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have
The
in this one,
It's always an airport, right? Very familiar.
And there's a river system that goes through all of this. So you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs.
The boat looks familiar too. Looks like the one off Vanguard.
That's my favorite.
Colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
I'm excited about the water.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's going to immediately drop today.
I think some people are going to drop to Observatory just to go back to home. You know,
Observatory.
They're coming home.
It's always nice. You're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait
I've been here before.
I know what this is. You have all these flashbacks.
Hey, there's a lot of nuggets in there for some old Modern Warfare fans.
Yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players coming up.
Edge of the map.
All right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop in early.
Yes, we can either. Can we like see them now?
Okay,
Come
so
on.
moving on to the gameplay, we've got this beautiful space to
Are
play.
they really
How
going
do
through all these bullet points
multiplayer elements
before we
talked
get
about a
to
little bit
see
earlier,
the
how do they
play?
fit into Warzone 2.0?
I mean, the super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone, that decoy mine works in Warzone. Like,
I'm not
it's
patient.
all of it's been built from the ground up for both.
In case you couldn't
The
tell.
slide, the dive,
See,
the
I do
water,
like the water. I love the water.
More swimming.
Yeah. Oh. This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller. You know,
So it gets murkier as you get deeper, so it makes it harder for them to see you underwater and for you to see them.
Work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
You see the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
The land mines float, the prox mines float on top of the water.
I have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks incredible.
You can see the armored patrol boat coming by there with its 2 turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about? You know, we've seen boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So
I'm still excited about the ground war, but I haven't heard a lot about the raid
for the vehicles.
part
So
yet.
some vehicles are heavier, some
I'll have
will
to Google
slide
that
more,
later.
have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling.
Ooh.
You can have them, they react to explosive differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and get hit by
More
an RPG,
realistic.
it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you get yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point. And vehicles will run out of gas, or at least most of them will run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well. And of course, we've got water vehicles, we've got a small boat, we've got the boat that Joe mentioned.
We had all
with the
them
turret-
gas
turret
cans
turret
on
at
the
the
last
back.
one, but
So
none
you
of the
can have that little
vehicles took
moment
gas,
cruising
so
out
I
the
didn't
river with your whole
understand the
squad
point of the gas
ready to
cans.
rumble. So yeah, there
Maybe I was
is
just
so much
missing
love that's
something.
gone into these
You
vehicles.
forgot the
this game.
coolest vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
The massive helicopter that you can fly
big-
around. And it's a
big
moving
chopper.
platform with 3 doors. And you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak
Cool.
havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my god.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window,
DMZ mode.
grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting,
Unless
combat.
somebody blew off your door.
They're bringing ground war back
That
too.
does complicate
Hey Medina, how are you
Yeah,
doing? Thanks for the like.
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtest.
We're just trying
Well, I
to
hope the gas prices in Almaz
see what's coming up with Modern Warfare 2
and my head is quite frankly spinning. What are the massive
turn these
changes
guys down for a minute.
have we got in store? Because it feels like there's
I still
there's so
haven't
much change.
pre-ordered, so I'm
Is it
kind
still
of.
Gulag? Do we still
I've
have
been
subs?
waiting
Do we
because
still have
Vanguard
gas?
was such
I
a
know there are
bad
guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
waste of my
What do
money.
you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go ahead. Go.
And the only reason I
Sweeping
even play
changes, I
Warzone
think,
at
to
all
the
was
high
just to
level
level up my
components
weapons
of
for Warzone,
Warzone
or
2.0
Vanguard,
to
I mean.
continue providing players with both
I had
a
to level up my
dynamic
guns
and
for
rewarding
Warzone.
VR experience.
The 10
With
attachments
Warzone
was nice
2.0,
for
you're going to
Vanguard.
hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun. Friends new and old. Maybe you're making them a
Great.
game.
To have fun,
And I
we
think
need it
one
to work
particular
properly, though.
feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes.
So it's coming.
The prox
It
chat
will
is
be in
definitely
Warzone,
different.
and
I think I'm
there's
gonna like
be
that.
some amazing clips.
We're not.
But I think Joe
I like the
can,
idea, though. I
tell
mean,
us
I'm
a
sure you
little
can
bit
turn
more
it up.
about looting in Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love prox chat.
They're like,
Streamers love prox chat. All right.
In looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming
Could be
crates,
good for
you can
streaming,
still
yeah.
drive around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet you can open.
Oh,
If you want
neat.
to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these.
But they won't
paths
always
through
be
the
there
map
because they'll
of
be
how you
updated.
loot. And there's this logic.
Wonder if
applied
they
to looting. You know, you can find
respawn
toolboxes that'll have
or
grenades
refill.
and things in them, and you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military that occupied this space came through and dropped off military items. Those crates are always
Oh,
there.
kind
So
of
you
like
can always
America
have this
does with other
reliable layer
countries.
for looting.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through.
Am I allowed to say
Warzone,
that?
Quite
Sure
literally,
I am.
like have a a route we plan, hit the gas station,
pick up
gas
snacks.
up, yeah, pick up snacks.
Gas station, pick up snacks.
Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics?
That would be freaking awesome.
A huge
Make
component
me a
of BRs.
Coke and a smile.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back together, and you have this very directed fight. Of, like, as the circle's moving, you're like gearing up in buildings. You're like,
that's going to be a lot
and as soon as those circles hit,
at once.
You have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event.
I like that though.
Like, the circle's splitting. We need to do X.
Because then they can't really get like they could get hung up on circle camping. You know how they try to determine the circles. So I like the split thing. That kind of changes up the end game.
But the current version of Gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other. Let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other.
Oh, that's cool.
And the other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like, you're working with an enemy. There might be an AI here. You're picking up weapons. And we're excited for people to try it. And
we're gonna get feedback today too, and like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations.
Gulag is so weird, like.
Reveal here, but
that's why Rebirth is so
there certainly is a lot in
attractive, because you don't have to worry about Gulag.
Of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc. Can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al Mazrah in BR. And the players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different way. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ. Call of Duty's extraction mode will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it nonstop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ, I can also confirm that DMZ is real. But we're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al Mazrah and see what's there.
Loot up, exfil, it's totally up to player choice there. And I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter. And we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, Ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on BR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning for Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie, when?
Launch date.
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th. With the start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks after after Modern Warfare 2 launches. And we had 125 million players in the original Warzone, and I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of you in Al Mazrah for this experience.
Al Mazrah.
And you will have a chance to see a Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot. They're raring to go. We will see all of you in Al Mazrah November 16th. But don't go anywhere just yet. Stick around, because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise. Then after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty next, brought to you by the GMC Hummer EV pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck.
Instead of headset.
Intel, built for the next generation of gaming.
Nope, now you can't hear me.
Squad up sooner with Xfinity rewards. Get early access to Modern Warfare 2's open beta. Jack Links, squad up with Sasquatch. Jack Links is good with it. Eureka Ergonomic, leading designer in gaming furniture and proud partner of Modern Warfare 2.
Hello, hello. Nope, that's not working. My Discord is not working. Arctis Pro Wireless, there we go. No, say something. Hello? No, you're still coming through my TV. Can you hear? You can hear me now, though.
I can hear you. Yeah. Click your user settings, go to voice and video, and your out.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, but it wasn't. If I had it on this a second ago, now you're in my head. Turn this down slightly. Okay. I love the graphics, man. The graphics are awesome. There's gotta be a lot more to this than... That was a little bit of a high jump. Nice slide. Definitely gotta have the moves. I get excited about those finishing moves. Oh god, it's gonna blow! On mobile. Yes.
What a jam-packed day we've had here so
Pause
far.
it.
We got Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2 already good to...
Why am I pausing it? I know I said why am I pausing it? Why do I need to pause it to do that?
To go. But finally, we're hitting
Oh, they're just yakking, so. So we're not missing anything. I've literally been at this for an hour and a half. Now they're talking about mobile. So I'm going to turn them down a little bit.
Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today, it's still alpha, so it's only going to get better. And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just gives me so much nostalgia. But wait a minute, Chris. Is that the legendary Verdansk?
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born, and we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first
They're putting
time.
Verdansk on
From its
mobile.
hallmark vistas and these dense urban areas.
Yeah, but
that are
Verdansk.
so much fun to play in. Wide open fields,
Instead of the ow, whatever, it's the new one.
close quarters, combat environments. There's so
Huh.
much variety in Verdansk.
That's way behind.
It's famous for good reason. Teaming with fan favorite locations like Boneyard. And Super
Is mobile free too?
even TV station.
Well, I'm getting
Ooh, TV
classic
station.
Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here.
Well, Warzone.
Passion for delivering the
Right.
most authentic Call
But
of
I don't
Duty
know about
experience
mobile,
possible
right?
for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness, all these
I've never tried it on mobile.
Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel best in
If I could
class.
use controller on
Make
mobile, I
sure
could
that
probably
the
be okay
physics,
with it, but
the feedback, the sights and sounds, all those essential little touches are smooth and accurate.
those graphics don't look the same.
It's so true to form. You can imagine feeling
Oh
like
wow,
dirt compressing
the
under
graphics
soles
are
of your boots
worse.
with every move. Or imagine those
Way
tiny
worse.
shockwaves of
Yeah.
recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. In Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about that make the combat feel airtight
Yeah.
and authentic.
That makes me really emotional, Chris. And,
Kinda
you know,
look like it,
sounds
too.
Like everyone's paying attention.
So they have 200
to
streamers. You can see them like all around with their ring lights there.
When I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
The big old square.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gun.
Hell, they have their names from this
For
side.
example, when you're out there exploring a map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities like bringing back a fallen squad mate. Now, that contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk and reward.
This is old news, man. I mean, it's new that it's on mobile, but
And reward, I think about the kill streaks. I think about the gulag. Are they going to be there too?
Yes, everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there, especially kill streaks. This means you can deploy your big stick of choice like, a precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an entire squad with it. So not so fortunate for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either because we have the gulag. So here players can fight for a
it's the
second
old
chance.
gulag.
So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one with another down player, and you can earn your way back into battle. This is how Warzone Mobile plays out on a truly massive scale, unlike anything we've ever played on mobile before. For this reason, we're pushing way past the envelope on high player counts to make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat. So we are supporting up to 120
Did you see the water on the new map?
live players in the single match.
Wait, hold
Okay.
on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that's our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
And we
Real
hear you in
human
the crowd.
emotions.
Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that, in terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile. Because
Can you, though?
Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages.
I'm gonna have to
like
try it
these
on mobile
incredibly high
just to
player
see if
counts,
it's glitchy
authentic
like.
Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door
just
to a much
walking
more
up my
connected
road.
experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected, does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly. Delivering a deeply connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we
All
know
right,
that
so-
your time is precious, and your investment in
Oh, the
playing
battle pass.
is now
That's
recognized
cool.
across Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, and
Trick or treat
Warzone
delivery.
Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including
Huh?
on mobile. Even your friends list and chat are
Yeah, I
shared
know
across
she's been working
platforms,
on it for a
so you can
while.
stay in
She's
touch with your
excited.
friends, whether they're playing on console or PC or mobile, wherever they choose to play.
I mean, that is so exciting. I totally get that.
Now, one of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity
Oh my God, they're patty
is
caking.
that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded
funny.
up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too.
That's cool.
And the other way around works as well.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same weapons and operators being shown earlier today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. So the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue
map
to
looks
adapt
so
the best
different.
content and features and innovations created across the franchise.
Of course,
But at the
mobile
same
looks way
time,
different
we
too.
recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes, above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core. Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning, and this is why we're supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile, and we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with cross-playing between mobile devices and consoles, or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay
mobile
experience
cannot
with a
play
unified
with?
feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping this
So they're not going to let
for all player
mobiles
types is super
crossplay with
important.
PCs
so whether
and
you're the hardest
platforms.
of hardcore mobile pros,
that
or
what I
maybe
heard?
a console first player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break, even brand new players to the franchise who need a little help getting into the flow of the game, we are committed to providing the most robust control options anywhere for a pick-up and play experience that's accessible to all of our players.
I love that accessibility, and that means all my friends can get in on the action for a change, but how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready, because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store.
Pre-register.
Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward
Next
to
year.
seeing everyone in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
With that being said, hey, we
There's
got
already a
Ferg
Call of
on
Duty
the board,
Warzone
and I think
Mobile.
he's literally the first one to
there?
pre-reg. Ferg?
Sure there is.
Hey guys, Berg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And
Maybe it's just
you
multiplayer.
can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to draw. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn. Like special weapons, vinyls, and emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not
Secret.
going to want to
It's
miss.
a secret
What are you
because they
waiting
don't
for?
have it yet.
Sign up using the QR code below.
We are back. It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults
It's
have
Battle
left us around
Royale
the
right
desk, and
now.
it's our time to have some
Did they
fun.
just not
I don't
call
know
it
you guys,
Warzone
but,
on
okay,
mobile
it's been
right
a pretty
now?
good day so far, then.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, dude, mobile, bro. It's a
So
new era of Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. And you're telling me I could be in the airport playing Warzone now? I can dance? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane. There's no shortage of crazy stuff coming our way. Ali,
Yeah.
I mean, lay it on me. Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday, a little bit of a pre-test.
Okay,
and
streamers,
loading in
they
Gunsmith
have you
2.0
blurred
was
out. It's
actually
really
so
weird that you guys are back there
pleasing, and
like
I think everybody at home,
frantically
once they also
waving
get
your
their hands
arms.
on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly, Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere. How
Yeah,
you feeling?
no, 8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just seems fresh, man. The map, like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the Mean Mine King for a while there.
Well, yeah, he's one of the creators.
Blow 'em up and set booby traps. And now you're telling me I can do them in not only land, but also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen what Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there.
What we haven't seen is the freaking streamers playing.
I cannot wait. But guys, it's time to get the business. Let's now get into the command center. This is it.
I think they went through their bullet points now.
To the command center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be rolling the show through all day today. Xfinity
Tell me about it.
They can start playing Modern
They got nice
Warfare 2
setups.
sooner with Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get your code for early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to give a big shout out to Intel, who's powering all of the streaming PCs here today. Massive shout out to those guys. Clint, there are 2 PCs on every
All
desk.
PCs, huh?
I couldn't believe what Cloak's here. Like the fact that he actually made the trip out, I figured they had to have something special. The fact that you have a dedicated PC to the streaming side and to the gameplay
200.
side set up for this many people.
Now they have their names so you can see them.
Ridiculous.
This is incredible.
Ridiculous. We're actually almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah,
we
just
played,
a little.
a little, yeah. We played a tiny bit.
I could have an accent too.
Did. I'm getting mocked here. My bad. Yes. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday.
Yes.
It was pretty fun. But now we get to watch 200 streamers, some of the world's finest, quite literally from almost every part of the planet, coming together here in this crazy top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get
They were interviewing some of them
incredibly
earlier.
loud. Yesterday it was loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to
ready.
get up and start screaming, Miles. It's going to be insane.
Clint, we heard Courage from like headphones on. He can be heard from space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a sub-train or something, Lord knows what that's going to sound like. But my boy Tyler Blevins, Ninja here as well. But like, I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty.
It'd be cool if they got to keep those
The fact
PCs,
that
huh?
there are this many big name streamers in attendance. We're going to see some incredible gameplay, go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
I mean, I've been around a long time in the Call of Duty world. In this venue right now, we've got streamers and players from, all across North America, South America. We've got players all over Europe.
I like the screen, though, how they have the screen set up.
Over here, mobile players everywhere. How do you describe the vibe in the room right now?
I mean, it's just incredible. It's a bunch
They
of
look like they had 2 on the side. Was it just one on
I
us?
was talking to them earlier. I was walking around doing the rounds saying what
Just
up to
one
everybody.
split?
They're going hard, right? Like I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, Repulse. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the Gunsmith, what they come up
Is
with.
this a new thing with the eyebrow?
It's going to be lit.
Listen, as much as they're here for their love of Call of Duty, they're also here because they
That's
want
what
that
it looks
banner
like, but I
float.
keep seeing it on everybody, so I'm like, is this like something that they're doing themselves on purpose?
Whatever it's going to be. So yeah, I'm sure people
Oh,
are
my
going
chair
hard
won't
to
go up
paint or
again.
falling to their desk at their temp. I'm sure we're going to have a couple of those.
A little bit of that later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay.
Yay!
Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, nameless.
Yeah, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've had in the past. There's so many
Like
more
Vanguard?
colors. That's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular, yeah, the second we saw like
Is
the
this
fly
core,
through,
since there's a
I mean,
mini-map?
it just looks gorgeous. It really does. And I'm not that I had any concerns about the visual side of it because they're not going to park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
It's very, very pretty. That is, of course, Dr.
Oh,
Lupo.
yeah.
You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, COD Next, all of them live on their own channels, and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. It's not that slide cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different.
Cantina Alley.
I
didn't see the name of the map.
It was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get into the mix. I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, but it'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea.
I walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, good morning, dude, how you been? He's like, hey, man. Not a single word. Ali, not a word. But
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate's shot streaming account. I don't believe that he's
That's
here today,
funny.
but I was getting disrespectful
Trush,
with some
truck.
people on the map, and I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember looking at the leaderboard, and
that wasn't me. That was Ninja.
Yeah, it is slow.
Miles. That was Ninja. Over to Courage now, who's having a good time.
Maybe it's the gun? Because the other guy didn't seem that slow.
As much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a Jack, and it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of the most competitive human beings I've ever met. Like he gets pissed, bro.
Passion, raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's Ninja.
And I will have to say, to test to what Ant was talking about earlier, about the game mechanics, something else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over-the-shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so exciting to watch. And when you're, enjoying like, maybe seeing your teammates play or whatnot, it just looks so cool. It's a nice new feature here in the game. And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode.
This
I don't think
knockout?
You might not know what it means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys
I saw
play.
it say
I just wanted to
knockout, but I
kinda
wasn't
live
sure what I was
react
talking
and
about.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step it up this time. No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful. Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No, no.
Yeah.
He's doing the classic. He's going to a set. He's like,
he's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't. It wasn't.
My sensitivity or something? What is it? No, Jack.
Wherever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. And I think that's the Hurricane. The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the...
That's a nice gun.
The Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having...
Vito!
Yeah, so I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing, though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, it was a lot to take in. But now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments, and it's just a better version of
Seems like
that.
a good middle ground,
It's just a better version of that, right? Like the gun moves around with you as you're in there.
Yeah, this guy's moving a little faster, so definitely mobility on the gun.
You can change it up, turn an M4 into an SMG. Like that's really cool.
Oh, that was nearly a snap.
That was nearly gross.
One of the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty.
One of the maybe the,
if not the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it that way.
Like the all-time great. Yeah,
Ross, he's the greatest. But there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point about Gunsmith, I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. You know some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5
Cinder
hour
Hurricane
video from J-God.
Oh God, he's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and like the layout.
The barber shop.
The rooftops, like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge.
I do like the ledge
hanging. You
hanging.
can add into this game. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further than you think. And I found that out very quickly. Like I would get to an edge of a rooftop, and I was like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map if there's tall buildings. You can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pomage now, who's having a great time here.
5 to nothing.
I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pomage too. Like I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking in Rational to people, and he was like, "I'm going hard, bro."
Oh yeah.
He's like, "I'm going hard." I could just hear like the competitiveness in him.
He's
looking right.
And this knockout game is not going very well for the red team right now. Pomage's team
A lot of the parts of these maps look really familiar.
Hold onto that bad boy. Oh, I forgot.
Colors and the stuff.
Next. It's all going on. Mobile
Somebody is on mobile, huh?
A celebration of everything that is Call of Duty, and even Courage. He may have just sworn.
Do you see the gloves on the thumb?
Yeah, they're
and professionals, true professionals.
wait, I probably need to get this. I've been playing some COD Mobile, Diablo Immortal. Like, I've been grinding more mobile games. I have my iPad and I'm loving it. Do I need to get little thumb sleeves?
I think you should, yeah.
You know, sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called?
Hard points. I like hard
thumb
points.
sleeves.
You're in the right place to ask about that. There is an army of
I'm
professional...
looking into that. No, that's actually an issue. It's like, it's a little bit slippery, you know?
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and you know, obviously, us coming from the esports side of things, we love hardpoint. Miles, we were talking about this morning, when there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and just absolutely fry. So, you know, there are some movement mechanics for you speed demons out there if you want to make some plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about, you know, the way slide works now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think it's we're not officially calling it dolphin dive. The dive itself, I mean, it's a really fun mechanic. It's fast. We get to see some gameplay with it.
Yeah, these guys are running way faster. It had to be that gun that guy was
Try
using.
to stop sliding. Try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters. Show us the dive.
Showed us the slide. Now we're looking for the
Right out the window. Just dive out the window. Send it.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like, they've seen it so much in playtesting, and Nate goes into a window.
Oh, I thought they were going to do it yesterday.
So you think like all the exciting moments you're going to have. Oh, here we go. Butters is going to be sniping there. That's the. So we have the Hurricane. She's running overkill. That's going to be one of the M4 platforms, and the sniper on the other side.
He's
and we have
the mechanic. Look.
There we go. Testing.
Oh,
things
yeah,
out,
because these guys are way
trying to find the
faster.
sneaky,
I was trying to
fastest
see
way
if I could
across
break
the
it.
map.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
No slide
Well, that works out. Yeah, look at her face. She's just like going around, testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm noticing on this map that I actually like a lot? Not as many doors. Just running through.
Not as many doors, I think in general, is the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far, quite small, very fast-paced. Again, Jeff talking about that, you've got a very distinct feel. So it's like the battle map is
That's an
very
interesting
large,
zoom.
way more intense action. Of course, there's like evasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like,
Oh, this isn't hard. This isn't hard point. This, what is this?
And,
Ooh, okay.
Another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps too. The snipers are going to be in heaven.
Yeah, I think it's max 2 stories, I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but
Hit it. Hit it.
Also, look at that little stock.
Did you guys use the sniper yesterday?
Yeah, right?
No, I didn't.
I used it for a whole
Cutest
invasion
little
map.
stock I've ever seen.
It was so fun.
I think we were in the same game too.
Yeah, I was in the back sniper.
Hurricane.
I can't wait for the sort of like anime skins and stuff like that, my cute little stocks. Of course, we can put skins on individual attachments now when it comes to making some very, very handsome looking weapons.
Oh, Dylan Price, speaking of handsome.
Oh,
also something we haven't talked about yet is the way the perks work. I
love the perks
because
system.
it reminds me of back in the day the specialists. When as you get kills, you get more
Yeah,
perks.
it's hard point.
As time goes on, you're gonna have 2 base perks. You can pick whatever you want. As time goes on, you get another perk. As time goes on, you're gonna get an ultimate perk as well. So it's actually
nice.
It's completely new. They've redone it, and it's gonna be sweet.
Well, the reason I think I haven't really played it yet to deal with it too much to see like how vastly different it makes the gameplay, but I know for a lot of us, when you're playing like the multiplayer experience, I feel like you get a couple perks you like, and you just sort of pick those. They're your go-to. You don't really think about it, right? Like, you figure that out in the first couple days or weeks of playing the game. Those are your perks. Now it's like, I feel like there's more decision-making that goes into it, which I personally think is exciting. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be running, but it does feel like they were saying, what was it, the different type of classes they were trying to put? You have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel. Like they want to, even if it's not like class-based per se, like they want to kind of funnel it with.
Oh, they switched to another. I'm like, what the heck happened there? They switched to another screen. I was getting into that game. That was a good game to watch.
And it's just nice having like a rewarded game, especially when you're frying, getting that extra perk.
It really does, change when you start off with a base 2.
Yeah.
You unlock one after, a period of time. You get kills, you get points. The game progresses slowly. So no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring game, you're going to get more. And it's just really interesting again. And the perks are almost tiered. And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that the first 2 perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk, way more sort of impactful. And that final perk, like kind of like the super perk. That's not going to turn you into Captain America, but it is going to make you way
Noisy
more
butters.
We're spilling the beans right now.
Yep, you're right. It was just one screen on its side.
I mean, the wagon on that boy.
Only a smaller screen.
There it is.
Picture there.
Yeah, 2 million views on TikTok, something like that. It's impressive stuff.
That's what you're watching in your free time, Quinn?
Yes, it might be. It might be.
Okay.
It's Brooke's TikTok. She's very creative.
This is a Search and Destroy, Call of Duty Classic here on Farm 18.
This looks cool.
This is one of the maps that we saw in an Intel drop not too long ago. Ooh, let's go. This is simply spectating Ash Sanders.
hip firing.
And you know, of course, we're talking about like 3-lane maps. This is one of those maps that felt like a very good hybrid 3-lane map that does really, really well when it comes to a game mode like search and destroy. Like you have your traditional outer lanes, and they have their hidden corners, and they have their ways, and then that middle is just pure chaos. It's kind of like a little bit of like it reminds me of like a paintball range with all the walls and the corners that there are. So this is probably one of my favorite maps.
I think they had the
that we're
Warzone
playing right
preview
now
the other
in
day,
beta
but
testing.
I missed
And
it.
as you can see, everybody is having so much fun on it. I mean, 4 and 5, everybody's doing.
I'm not sure if they'll show any more of it today or not.
Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
The Warzone map looks freaking. I'm kind of excited about it because it has the water in it. You can use the boats and.
Come on, Mason, show me something special.
He is flying.
Oh wow, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh no!
That's the Fennec. I was loving that one yesterday.
Oh!
That thing turns.
That's an OG weapon.
That turns people in a super close range, but Pornyhoff just gave him the business.
Smoked him.
Nice try, Mason. We still love you.
Hurricane OP. Is that what you're saying? Hurricane.
It's such a different look. Like when we're spectating these players and they're having gunfights, stuff like the way the player animations are, the sound effects, like the game has just been. Like it's everything we liked about MW19, all the stuff that was already there existing, and they've just been. I mean, it's Salt Bay right on top, just hammering away, sweet seasoning, top to bottom, and it was a close game, and now it's done.
He looked very sneaky, and then he was just evaporated.
I gotta say, the bunny hop is back in full force.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the bunny hop is clean. We know Sam LaRue Octane. Gotta give him a shout out. He's gonna be bunny hopping all day. Baby. We got Myth on the screen.
I like that you can unlock all the attachments. This looks like the old map.
I was using the bigger site.
Shoot, which one was it called?
I forget the name of it. But I like the extra zoom.
And of course, kill streaks, cruise missile
Which I can't remember.
I mean,
A lot of these maps look like some of the old maps.
We get to see one. That'll connect. Myth able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like, bottom right, you were kind of mentioning like how different the same type of gun is based on the attachments that it has. It's wild.
There's also in-game settings where you can make your gun a little more narrow, a bit wider, further away. I mean, there's options, you know, just create that sort of visual. Look, you want the game to be as appealing as possible for you. Maybe you don't. There is a to tweak it how.
Right, that's true. Which. It's also going to change the way that a lot of the guns work too. So even though it's cool, I think that you can unlock the attachments. You're not going to like a bunch of them on every gun, you know. Like a thermal scope, I wouldn't use a thermal scope on an SMG. It's just stupid. Plus, it slows you down, which defeats, and it's short range anyway. So. I'd have turned that.
I don't think many things like bring everybody together like this. It is it's special.
The beta starts tomorrow, in case you've been living under a rock. Or if you've just
maybe. I don't know.
One of the two. There's no in between. User interface has been completely changed as well. Dead silence available on that lower right-hand side. There's a lot more sort of clean changes. Of course, the menu system, which you might not have seen here on the main COD Next stream, but individual streamers seeing them going through weapon loadout, seeing the operators there. So many cool changes. A lot more of a streamlined experience. It's sexy. That's not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's there, digestible, and that's what you need. It's such a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. It's digestible.
I also quite enjoy that like it doesn't obscure too much of the in-game screen. So if I'm hitting pause, I'm checking stuff out, I still have some kind of like situational awareness of an in-game.
And I will say in terms of balance of like ARs and SMGs, of course, this is all of our first peeks into it, but they've looked pretty balanced so far. Like the SMGs have been absolutely disgusting up close, whether the AR gets first shot or not. And at long range, the SMGs haven't been ripping as well. The recoil gets insane at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well, regardless of your attachments and what configuration you end up coming with, is fairly much there.
I love that because I mean it just
still got blood splatter on the screen on that one.
that can do everything.
It's the M4.
Appreciates a little bit of variety. Like
Well, that's
feels like
quite
an AR.
literally
Okay.
what this game is, because you can change your gun up to whatever you want, right? So
Well, in a way, yeah, but like I think Tally's point, like there seems to be a little more separation between your
like I haven't seen.
I had to turn them down because there were like 6 of them talking at once a minute ago.
Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet. Like, I want a broken
Shoot house. That's what it was. I was trying to think of it.
But broken, we'll find out what that really means.
I knew it looked familiar.
Develops. He wants a sawn off that kills people across map, that makes them move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy.
They're playing hard
2.0
point.
Even crazier. Well, I mean, we'll see if he can do
The
it.
graphics aren't that impressive on here, but
This is where if anyone's gonna test
we're also streaming from Streamer Stream.
weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going
We've
to do
only
it.
scratched the surface.
Oh yeah.
We've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are gonna do with this gun.
That's just
They're being really hush hush about the DMZ stuff because they're revealing that later.
2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Look at
Cliffhangers.
This is one of the most famous Italian men in the world. Makes a mean stromboli. We love him.
Metal boots on the building.
We were thinking this is core, but they're dying really fast for core.
Set up from now until the next 2 years.
We're talking about it can be great to mess around with guns.
Oh, Chris Crowder. Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen. He's type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer. I'm not sure.
He's a handsome
He really is. He really is.
A tiny little bit of a user interface there. If you hold a circle, whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder. You
That
can
was
fast
kind of
slide down.
slow.
So that's gonna get spicy.
1 point game.
Oh, he's up. He's on his feet. He's on his feet.
The Gouch.
Oh man. We will be playing all day, friends. All day.
You know what the iron sight's here.
So is the proximity chat in everything or just Warzone?
You saw Zenny, you saw Crowder.
I'm kind of. I was asking if the proximity chat is in everything or just Warzone.
They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven.
So now, when you have Gulag, you have another person in there helping you against the other 2 people or however many's in Gulag, but you have proximity chat.
And it looks crazy, and whoever that AFK player was, get a grip. You are live at COD next. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff, and I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there as well.
It's different.
Love that.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back. I mean, it's called, I think it's called air support now, but it's it's an AC-130. You know what I'm talking about, friends.
There's a chopper gunner here as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be seeing it all.
Yeah, Miles, like if we play against each other later today, when we get the free play, I'm getting a chopper.
I think I'm actually locked on this desk all day. I would love to play more.
after the stream's over, I think we can play more.
Yeah, I think we once the curtains go down, we're gonna dive on. Can you hear the chain?
Yeah. I realized like your ankle's just tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs. Here we go, another cruise.
Redman, how we doing?
What a shot. He got 2.
Hat over the headset.
He killed Nick Mercs.
All right, we're gonna see
you later, Nick.
So this is the air support we were saying.
Yeah, this is it's kind of like.
What's this guy wearing?
What is that thing?
The Fennec.
It's like a hat somebody gave him.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe? But that looks like the Fennec.
That's hard to wear a hat with headphones.
Boy, don't recoil.
What?
All right, Breadman's already found a winner.
Yeah, Bread's got
Oh my god.
Nice.
But it like does it.
But he's holding that thing down though. But,
Yeah, he's
all right.
So going
he's
straight.
on mouse, obviously recoil, long range. You can
Holy crap, look at that recoil.
There's a lot. He's just putting them down.
Yeah, cameraman, get in there real close. Show me.
Sounds like the freaking Gatling gun. Holy crap.
So we played this map yesterday, the 3 people.
Yeah.
Museum, yeah. This is a lot of fun. We saw a top down of this on socials recently, but
There we
everyone's like,
go.
yeah, give me the hands.
You hear how that sounds? So sad.
That sounds scary. Though.
Sounds
If
like
you
the
hear
Gatling gun.
That better be on my team.
The hell is
I
that?
mean, he is one of the better aimers I've seen, though. Like, a lot of the tournament stuff, when you're talking about mouse and keyboard players, like, he is absolutely nuts with it. So, not surprised to see him finding some wins in the long-range battles, but...
I gotta see his recoil control.
So what do you guys think about all these maps so far? What's been your guys' favorite, Miles?
Honestly,
yeah, it doesn't look like he's pulling down a whole lot.
Honestly, this is Museum. Nice big central area, essentially 3 lanes. I mean, there's a second story.
5.6 native. Laying on the ground.
It's nice, man. We've got some decent lines of sight. Snipers are going to have a lot of fun here. We played.
Jeez, that gun's just killing him.
Courage and
I don't know how he's holding it down.
Like a 2v5. I had the prisoner on my back. I was sprinting, and I can hear Jack picking up 3-4 kills. Let's go, baby! Screaming. I'm
That's the
there
guy.
sprinting.
I'd be that guy on the team too. I'd be carrying. Yeah.
It was great. It was really great. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, the opening breaks and stuff. Like
he's on a 15 streak, by the way.
Excuse me. Yeah, he was
Switch to the M4.
Annihilating the lobby. Yeah, let's stick with him. He's on 15 in a row. Another
Dang, 15 in a row.
This is the Elgato replay of how this all started.
Oh, he gets 2 again. Just ripping him.
It's the same two people. No, sorry, this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, is it? I was about to say.
It's a replay.
He was on 15 in a row. I thought he got another one. I thought he wrapped his streaks.
It's all good.
Oh,
Yep.
Dude, I basically just pulled a symphony, dude, when he was casting the pregame lobby.
Oh, and it was a tournament.
I thought he earned another one.
Glorious.
Well, last thing I
Yeah,
saw was 15.
with a headset. He's got his head over the headset.
Oh, so it's M4. His just sounds crazy. I think it's the dubbing on audio.
It might be a stream, but either way.
It's a stream.
I'm just thinking maybe somebody gave that hat to him or something, and he's wearing it for luck or to encourage somebody. I don't know.
Second tier of perks, which I think was Spotter. 19 kills. Let's go, Breadman. And of course, he's working his way towards that final perk here in this hard point.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. I thought he wrapped streaks now, is it? He is annihilating everyone.
Yeah, they.
20.
He's farming.
Yeah, he's literally farming.
Somebody kill Breadman.
Wait, do you guys see the movement though that I was talking
Oh,
about?
sure.
Like how when you're moving, like your whole body, like it's different than other Call of Duty games. It's very hard to put into words, but once you get your hands on this game, like you can tell everything moves with you. Like
Well, but these guys are like behind them, looking at them, so it's different.
Yeah, like you can see
For more of the hardcore players, the
Yeah.
players that go out there and they're like jiggle peeking, your hips and your head
Yeah,
move
like
now.
everything's going.
So it's a little bit different. When you play the 3P mode, you get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later today.
Just like the physics of the character.
The physics of the character has been reimagined, so it's different.
Yeah,
Throwing those shoulders.
Well, but these guys that have cameras on them too probably have the lights on them, because the one guy had his sunglasses on earlier when they were shining their camera at him.
You've got to look how smooth the animations can be, and it's been so much fun so far. Oh, is this what it looks like to be on the other side of the Breadman? Wait, we're going to get up there and kick his ass.
Oh.
I think that was Breadman.
That was Breadman.
Yep, I believe
that was Breadman.
Warzone.
He's got that thing locked down.
Squid, get up there and get him. Just go back.
Warzone 2.0 is not coming out until
Timeline for sure. Redman's got
November
2 days.
16th.
I mean, Destroy's calling streaks to the
Right,
above.
right.
Got here.
Got a sniper.
I just think about, imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns, and Breadman's just up top.
Yeah, no,
stacked.
he just looked dialed in. I don't think he said a word. Hit it! Ah!
They do have the ledge hanging again, which I think they had way back.
Turned into a fully auto sub yesterday.
Yeah, thing.
Wait, what?
But yeah, so of course, Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2.0.
Yeah.
You can turn your sidearm into something pretty mean, and then of course the ledge hang mechanic. I'm hanging on ledge. Clint, you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too. If Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah.
I don't know that I played Ghost.
It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at funny ledges and see where players are.
Yeah. I was also trying out some of the field upgrades yesterday for the short amount of time that I did have. I tried the camera one. It was so interesting. Just like throw it down, go hide in the corner. You can see when they're pushing at you. It's
You hold your own. You hold your own flank at that.
Yeah, you got your own choke points.
That's great. And again, another thing.
Oh!
Oh, Isaac, he nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of our streamers coming in from Europe, made the long trip across. Yeah,
I was wondering how many people we had here internationally. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some of the different weapons out, Breadman's kind of been annihilated in the lobby. But there we go. Another shot gonna hit. Bang!
I'm already. I'm liking the crosshairs look. Like this is something I cannot wait to get. Oh, hello!
Breadman just got a 3-piece, and then Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was very satisfying.
Guys can't hear these guys talking. I gotta figure that out.
Hard, it feels like.
What's that field upgrade he has there? I can't tell from
that could be the portable radar.
That might.
Uh-oh, his internet's
so
cutting out.
That boy kind of gives you sort of a local sort of UAV, but the radius isn't obviously great. But hey, man, in a pinch, I'll take it.
Dude, look where that bullet hit. Just hit like right on the panel of the window, so the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot.
It
got
feels,
a couple
it
collabs.
feels. Oh, wait, somebody saved him.
Oh my God!
It was Breadman.
Oh my God.
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac. All right, get us out of there. Over the crowd.
Here's the Fennec.
So quick with this thing. I mean, look how different this POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're moving.
You're going.
That.
Oh.
A commercial.
Okay, Sean J.
Sean Friesen. Again, this is that sort of idea of like the different, maybe not play styles, but kind of like player attributes here, what you're going for. Crowder is obviously, he's way more aggressive, He might be hitting flank soon, but the way he's kicked himself out.
Whoa.
He's in the mix.
I think something that you could learn a lot, that all these creators are going to learn very quickly, is there a lot more paths on the map than you know about. Like, on this one specifically, behind Crowder, there's an underground passageway where one
Trying to fix my sound here. I can't get my have to fix this. I think it's Cali. Well, I don't know. It was Pacific time they were advertising, so. No shit. Was it X? No. Xfinity? Oh, can you not hear me now? Can you not? Oh my god, you guys can't hear me now. Jeez Louise. I don't understand what the hell is wrong with. Let's do the devices thing. I'm trying to get it to hear them and they can't hear me. Default? Can you hear me now? Hello, hello? Nope, you cannot. Hello, hello? No. Did this earlier, huh? Microphone. No. Well, anything's better than Vanguard, so that's not saying much. Alright, so I got that part fixed. Okay, get this. Headphones. And this is headset.
You turn around and you have a trail of blood following you.
Okay, so now that's got that, but that's not gonna get.
You're using your rifle and your arm gets shot, motherfucker. You're using a pistol now. You got shot in your fucking head and somehow survived.
Okay, so it's picking them up now, but it's not picking up my.
Pretty much either.
All
I'm
right.
really interested in that.
The what?
This new DMZ mode is supposed to be like Tarkov inspired.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna touch base on that when they were talking about it earlier, but they didn't.
I kind of like this new mode here that well, it's not they kind of brought it back to where you can revive your teammates in a 6v6.
I heard them talking about ranked play, so you know I'm really excited for that.
And Warzone 2
See,
looked
some of
incredible
those
as well.
streamers
I was
don't
talking to
have that
Rico,
ring
so we're going to be the
light
Warzone
on.
duo this year,
Most
so I'll
of
be
them
bouncing
do.
around between the both. But
But that
I'm just
fucking
excited for
ring-
something new. You know, a new
Okay,
game.
now I got
It's
them
been a
both.
lot of fun to
Woohoo,
play,
sound
and there's so many
fixed.
amazing creators here.
Sorry, I was trying to
And
fix
just
my
thank you to
sound.
everybody, and thank you to Call of Duty for the opportunity to be here. It's awesome.
Couldn't get, it was picking
then,
you guys
you know,
up, but
real
not the
quick with
thing.
Modern Warfare
And
2
that
on
first
the
was picking them
horizon,
up, but
what
not
does
you
the year
guys.
ahead
And
look
I
like
got
for
both
you?
on here.
Man, just a lot of shows, man. A lot of flanks, a lot of streams. I mean, the content's gonna be pushing all year. So excited, man. Zoo Mafia's gonna take over, and we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, well, thank you so much. That is all from me for now. I believe I'm handing it off to my dear friend Lottie.
Thank you so much, Jess, and it is so good to be here. My name is Lottie. First time on the desk, first time, of course, being this
Xfinity Rewards
incredible
Command
arena.
Center.
I have a lot of wonderful folks on this desk, but it is now time to chat about an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. Each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice, delicious Jack Links limited edition products, and brand new epic in-game items that I promise you'll be dying to get your hands on. So check this out on how
Yeah,
to
the
enter.
sign-ups to do this popped up.
Looking for an epic way to celebrate the launch of Modern Warfare 2? Jack Links has got you covered, giving you the chance to win the ultimate Modern Warfare 2 supply drop. Keep an eye out during the broadcast for the Jack Links Sasquatch to appear on screen. If you see it, grab your phone and scan the QR code, following the prompts to qualify for entry. Tune in to Call of Duty next. Squad up with Sasquatch and level up for the ultimate viewing experience,
Jack
courtesy
Links.
of Jack Links. Terms and conditions apply.
It's hey, we found the
All right,
Bigfoot.
folks, so keep your eyes peeled to spot the Sasquatch on the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all your information for a chance to win. But it is my absolute honor and pleasure to be on the desk, of course, alongside Maven. But we also have Jeff and Joe on here to talk all things.
Yeah, I
Modern
wish
Warfare 2.
somebody
Of
would have
course, our
showed me
multiplayer design
Vanguard.
directors here. And we're just going to get a bit
All,
nerdy,
you know, all
to be
the
honest.
crap
You know, we're
about
gonna
it
look at a bit of
before I paid
gameplay.
$70.
I am so excited to talk
I
about it.
told
But
you.
Maven, I've got to ask you, what do you want to dive into first? We have the
told
two guys that are going to answer a question.
told me to
First off,
buy
by the
it.
way, you guys killed it in the opening of the
You did.
show.
No,
you
I
know,
didn't. I
it
said
started
I'm
real
not
smooth.
buying
I'm sure
Vanguard.
nerves are going a little bit, but it
This
was
is why
awesome to
I'm
see. But
recommending
I know
it.
we're gonna have gameplay that's gonna
This is
be
why
gonna
I
be
am
popping
under
up.
the
We're gonna chat
philosophy
through
of
stuff.
if
But I
you
think
guys
one
want
thing
me
I
to
kind of
play
want
that
to
shit
chat
with you,
through
you're
is
buying
just
it for me.
Well, you know, the only thing good about Vanguard is the 10 attachments, and then using those guns in Warzone. So it'll be interesting, and I think this is going to be the same kind of way, because they said earlier that it follows you, so if you have your gun leveled up on multiplayer, it goes to Warzone and mobile and all that.
Passive, and so most of the time we found people just
Which is good, because you don't have to go.
find the three that they like, and that's
You don't
it.
have to
It's just,
level it up.
you don't have to, right,
Yeah.
you don't have to go
Find a
to
few I like, and, like,
multiplayer to
that's
level
my
it up.
class. There we
So
go.
we just wanted to come up with a
Which
system that was a
you
little
didn't
bit
really
more
on
engaging,
Vanguard.
so we
Yeah,
grouped
I
them
guess you
into
had to
three
on
different
Vanguard, because they had guns that you couldn't
Vanguard
get.
you did. On
to start
Modern
with,
Warfare, you
and
did
then
not.
you pick a
Modern
third,
Warfare,
and
if you
pick a
leveled
fourth,
it up
and
in
they're,
multiplayer,
they're
it was that
rewarded
same set and
as you
level
play.
on
You
Warzone.
really like how
Yeah,
they
you almost had to if you were playing Warzone on this one, because
Yeah, I mean, an announcer comes up and tells
if
you
somebody
the
had a
first shot,
Vanguard gun with 10
really engages you
attachments, they
with what's
definitely had an
available,
advantage.
right? And they're earned
Oh,
through time and
absolutely.
score, so eventually
I
you'll
don't
get
think the
them. You're not
Vanguard
gonna-
gun should have been
it doesn't
allowed in
reset on
Warzone
death.
No,
because
they
of
probably
that.
shouldn't have.
It allowed us to,
Or they
to
should have
kind of
nerfed them
like
down
create a
to
couple more
5
powerful perks and put them
attachments.
at the end, because you're not going to have them the whole match.
What
And
is
there's
this?
an
Yeah,
interesting
you
depth
have
there
all of
where you
this
can say, okay,
available on
UAVs are really
Warzone or
powerful
on
early match. Like,
Vanguard
there's different
campaign
things
and
you can do where
multiplayer.
you're kind of like, if you're one of
But
those
you're
players
in
who really
Warzone,
wants to
you
noodle,
lose
you're
5
like, hey, I
of
know
those.
these aren't in
Select
play yet.
5 you
Right.
on this.
Yeah, that's what
I
it should have
guess,
been.
listen, it's very different, but I'm also
That's
big on
why
RPG
everybody
guy, so
uses
I like the
stupid
process of,
Vanguard
like,
guns now.
Right.
unlocking things and earning things. It's just
Absolutely,
like
is
the
you have
core
no,
of who I am. So
you have no chance if you're not competing with
the
them.
progression over the course of one single map, I think is very cool.
Yeah, it just feels
But that's
good.
how. That's also
Feels
how
good.
they got
They
people to buy
remind you what
Vanguard,
you
because
have.
the game sucks so bad.
Oh, I guess we didn't touch
Yep.
on actually is the packages.
Think
right?
about-
Like,
Honestly, I
we're
think
talking a lot about the
they
theory
need to do a
crafting.
mass
Yeah,
refund on
Yeah,
Vanguard
we're
because
Alright.
nobody fucking plays that
packages. So
garbage.
early on, you just say, you know, I want this playstyle. I just grab this package and go. And then later on, you're like,
They
okay, I
won't.
think
like
that
but I want to noodle a little bit
Warzone
and
has
hop
been
in
through
and create your
3
own
games
packages.
now.
You know, that
Yeah.
kind of it really, people can see that through the default loadouts. And we've
Oh, this is the one where they're going in
based
and
on those,
rescuing
player
the.
behaviors we were talking about
Hey,
earlier.
this is kind of like
we usually ship 6 or 5
Siege, Drew.
default loadouts, but we have 6.
Kind of
in this
like
one.
Siege.
We found 2 for
So
each
as soon as you
behavior,
pick
and
the prisoner up, his highlight goes away, so they
perk
doesn't
packages are,
automatically
already
tell
in
him where
there.
you're at.
And it's
But you only have a
different in
pistol
this
or your
game. They
fist.
actually allow you
It tells
to
them where you're at.
attach
Your
a
crew is
field upgrade
basically your
within
defense.
within each loadout.
Well, he has a
It's
highlight
little
over
bit
his
more
head until you pick
micromanaging,
him up,
but
and then
it
when you
felt
pick him
to
up,
us
his
that
highlight
you're
goes
kind of
away.
more creating
For
your
you.
class and your
No, for the
character
other team.
you know, in that. So people in the beta should really try out those default loadouts because
They were talking about it earlier.
How those
Oh.
Well, I'm curious in like playtesting. Did you
So
see
it's not
like
like pinpointing your
I'm sure
exact
everyone has a
location
way
for
to
the
view
enemy.
themselves as the player. Like,
I think
did
we
you
all just
start
need
as
to
more
get
of like a sentinel
into
type? Did
Rainbow
you see
Six,
like as people
start
got more
playing that
comfortable with the
again.
game, like an evolution towards maybe a faster pace, or
Fucking
what did you
game is
notice
older
from
than-
playtesting these different types of things?
Yeah,
And still better than all of these.
This game is older than Ghost.
He's got a Slipknot t-shirt on, I just noticed that.
You run, but
It's older
you
than
know,
Ghost, and it's
there
still
are these
better
other
than all these new
players,
Call of
and we
Duties.
wanted to just make sure that
Every time I go to play Siege and I try to get people to play with me, no one wants to play, or they play for a game or two and then they're done.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's me with any first-person
but
shooter.
that's why we
anymore.
had the DDoS, like,
Because they all suck.
say, I've had enough.
Yep.
I want to pause all this stuff. And
Honestly,
make it go away.
I've
But
never
we
really
also
been
leaned
into first-person
creating
shooters. I
game
only
modes
play them
that
because
can,
that's what everybody plays.
facilitate this
I would
kind of
rather sit down and play
Now
Skyrim.
we talk about the Russian players, right? But we also
What's
wanna
he
talk
using,
about
a
the
shotgun?
pacing, the movement,
Shotgun.
you know, what it looks like,
He's
how it
using the
feels to
combat
be
gun.
in game. And
I haven't
what
seen
got
any
a
of them
chance to
doing
get
the
on
clip
Six
hanger
yesterday,
thing,
something
though.
I noticed is it is a little bit slower pace.
So I'm
right?
wondering if it's
We're
just
gonna
in
be sprinting
Warzone.
around, not sliding round.
No, they were talking about diving and stuff too.
The dolphin dives. I've been diving down
Talking about what?
escalators, getting prone.
They were talking
looking
about how
at
they could
hard
dive
points,
and
trying to figure out,
slide.
Can I see bomb site
Yeah, the
B
dolphin
array?
dive. That's
You
been
know,
Black
it's
Ops
pretty
thing since
incredible
Black
with
Ops
the
existed.
movement and how it feels. What was it like making
Slides
that? What were
come
the
from
decisions
Modern
behind
Warfare,
that pushing
Dolphin
forward?
Dive,
Because
and
the feel of
Black
the game
Ops.
is huge.
Yeah, I think
The
I think
wall
fluidity,
run
and I
was
mentioned it previously, is like really
Black
really
Ops 2,
important,
wasn't it?
right? But we did make some small tweaks, right? Like
I think that was
slide
one of the first
has a little
first
bit
ones
more
I
of a
played.
hang up, so that people aren't just sliding around the map, so that they're actually moving through spaces, checking corners.
That was the only one like that so far.
Pacing themselves. But the general movement
Apparently, there's no slide
exactly the
canceling
same, and Jeff
anymore.
and I regularly check
No,
in. We're
there's
like, okay,
not.
how are we? How
So
are we
if you
doing? Like, let's look at
initiate
last game,
yourself
let's look
into
at
a
this game.
slide, you
And
have
we
to
try
follow
and be
through.
consistent in that regard. But there
Yep.
have been
But
these
they
small
did-
tweaks, and the
You
dive
get
is one of
gung
those
ho
tweaks.
as
So
one of
ledge
your
hang is one of
perks.
those tweaks.
If they have it on
And
here, I'm
those
sure
will
if they
change how
don't, they
people
have
move through
something
a
like
space,
it
right? You won't throw yourself
where you
over
can
a wall,
shoot
you'll
while
peek that
sliding.
wall first.
Yeah.
Do you remember
you know, just
Modern
testing out
Warfare
yesterday,
2 where they
being able
had
to kind of
pro
ledge hang
perks?
Figure that
and
out
really
when she
use
gets
it
off
as
work.
intel as well. I think when it comes to
Do what?
multiplayer and
The
competitive
pro
side,
perk,
that's
yes.
kind of
Modern
where I'm
Warfare,
at here.
yeah,
Is
that's
being
literally
able
the
as
bringing
an
back-
SMG, just being able to know where
They're
people are,
bringing
give that
back
intel
pro
to your team,
perks,
peek that
and
back
I
down
think
again,
they
make sure
added
you're
a
not getting your
third
dome
level
ripped off
to
by a
them.
sniper, of course,
That
major
yeah,
stuff
they
here,
added.
but
Okay,
and
so
exciting
you
at the
start
fact that
off
you
with
can get your
perk 1
secondary
and perk 2
weapon
from what they
out
were
and start
saying
to put a bit of
earlier.
damage in
You'll
and
have
help
perk 1
out
and
there.
perk 2.
So in terms
You
of
level
ledge
up
hang,
and
where did
earn
that come
perk
from?
3,
What was
and
the
then
idea
after
behind
perk
it?
3 you
know,
have
why is it so special to have
basically
it in
a
the game?
specialty perk,
To be honest, it
which
came
in
out of
the other
face
Modern
planting
Warfare,
too many
the
times
specialty
off
perk was the ability to have
parachuting in,
6
just missing
perks
that
instead of
ledge,
3,
and you're like
double
nope, that's frustrating.
perk
Let's
greed
fix
or
that.
whatever the hell it was
We've
called.
all been there, like,
That's
whether you've been
pretty
playing
much
Warzone,
what
like,
they're
you're
doing,
trying to, like,
only instead
hop
of
and
giving
grab
you
it, and
3
you just,
extra
like,
perks,
it's like you want to hit the button to like
a
activate the
special
pull-up, but then you hit your shoot and you're like falling down.
something,
It can be so
like
frustrating.
either a nuke or
So,
something
I mean,
like that,
really, that's
probably.
where it came from. But
Yeah, it was also the high mantle too,
I
right?
don't think
like
we'll
late,
know
when we
about
were
it until
developing
they
Modern
actually
Warfare and then,
put it out,
Warzone
though.
started to come out. We had
This
these
guy's
walls and things. We
screen
ended up
is
turning up
It's
the
super
terrible,
bright.
isn't it?
in Warzone.
Holy
and it
crap.
didn't feel as polished, but
Like,
it allowed
this
people
guy
to get
had
over
to have put
walls
his
they otherwise
brightness all
couldn't.
the way. I hope he
And,
doesn't
like I
play
said
like
before,
this
you
on a
kinda commit,
daily.
and now you
Good
like throw yourself
lord.
over a wall and get
You gotta
shot
max
as
out
you
your
make that
brightness, man,
transition.
so you
the
can see
high
in
mantle
corner
is definitely
campers.
like get up,
Fuck
you can
that.
peek, or you can just double tap it and pull yourself over if you're in a hurry. It just adds that extra layer
I like
of like
being
I
able,
can be a little
like
bit
I'll
smarter
turn
about
the
how I move
brightness
through
up
the space.
just
That's a
enough
good
to where I can
note
see
that,
the dark
you know,
one, the
we
third
make all
box.
of the equipment, all of the
Just
movement,
where I
all
can
of these
see
things for
it, like not
scalability,
the
and
full
we have
image,
to
just
kinda
the
check
shading
ourselves
of
that
it.
everything we put
And that's
here
as
is
much
gonna
as I
show
go
up
up on the
Warzone.
on the
Well, now
brightness.
you've got this, like,
They're jumping over some big tall walls there.
It's a big,
But I
like
also
was
have
saying
my
earlier,
fucking
right? Like,
settings all set for
it's
vivid
like, how do you add
settings.
different things
So,
in and make sure it all stays in check and not
because
mess
I'm
up
sorry,
the
but
sequences?
vivid looks a hell of a lot better than game.
when I view it, well, what
That
is
was
it?
Stone Mountain.
At least for me, that really separates Call
That
of
he
Duty
just
from a lot
killed?
of other
No, yeah, that he was killing.
It's like
Yeah.
it does feel so fluid, but like there's a limit to that too. You don't need
I
to
know
be an
most of
amoeba,
these
like, it's
streamers,
just,
I've
like,
seen the
floating through
names.
the map.
So
Like, you
far, I
wanna
know
be
most
some
of them.
realism to it, but like how can
I
you
know
add
a
that
couple. I
realism
haven't.
and the ability to
follow
Some of
I mean,
them
think
I've
about,
never heard
I
of.
don't know, 10 years ago, what you were able to do with just like interacting with the map and what it's come to now. I mean, it's
Well, he
insane
died
how much
fast
it's
right there,
changed.
didn't
Yeah.
We had to argue to get sprinting into.
Yeah, see, I do like, I do like the hit registry.
I'm sure.
The fact
we
that
didn't
it
have
doesn't
that,
take.
and so like just the
I don't.
evolution
What the
of
hell is
Yeah,
going on
it's
with
come a
this
long
game?
ways. I played the very first one, so yeah.
This is the same guy. Why is it so dark
special, and
now?
something else that's a bit special as well is the
It's
fact that we
not-
have all those
he's-
content
he's
creators.
spectating.
Oh, he's
Having a
spectating, yeah.
replay for you guys. It's actually mid
Anyway,
on Prison Rescue.
I like how fast
just gonna
they're
check
dying
this one out and see exactly what
in
went down
core.
here. And Prison Rescue is going to be a really exciting one, of course, because you
It
have
really
to
gives me
get
high
that
hopes
objective
for
done. You need to go rescue the
hardcore
prisoner.
gaming.
And carrying them out is going to be huge because that icon does disappear.
It's
But
not
how
something
did
like I
it
was saying
work
earlier.
with
This
this
isn't something
prisoner
I'm
being
going to
able
spend
to
money
put them
on.
in the game,
I'll
knowing that somebody's
download
going to have
Warzone
to run
2.
this prisoner back and extract them, and having that defensive
Give it a
You
shot.
have
If
the
I like it,
prisoner.
I might play it, but
change the game, go to that
I'm not going to
defensive
spend
mode.
my money
What
on
was
this
the kind of
multiplayer.
makings behind that?
So it was actually
It
kind
just
of a hard
looks too
move
much
to make, and we went through
identical
all
to
these
the rest
different
of them to me.
iterations, and we had these problems where we're like, hey, the modes around rescuing these prisoners, but people, they weren't able to.
Can
right?
wall
They're
mount.
like, hey, do this heroic thing, and rounds just kept ending in elimination because it was so hard. And that's why we added the.
That's been missing in multiplayer mode.
Sweep that you get when
See?
you get the
See,
prisoner.
look how
and that's
much
why we
clearer
took the
his
icon away
screen
when you
looks.
picked
It's
the
not just
prisoner.
the stream.
Because we were
It's
going
here
through,
even.
and we used to have,
But
we tried with one
Yeah, he's
prisoner,
not
we tried
moving
with
now.
two right next
He
to each
doesn't
other.
have that
We tried
bright
all
ass
these
ring
different
light on, so like
iterations,
everything behind
and
him's
it
not
took a
super
while
fucking
before
bright.
everything kind of clicked. And you often when you're making game modes,
See,
you
hers
like
is
that,
really
you know,
bright.
like some
Oof.
of them pretty quickly. You're like,
I
oh,
think
there
they
it
have
is.
my
But
ring
this
light
one
has
took a
different
lot of
settings.
work,
I can
a lot
dim
of
it, or
finessing,
if I
and then
make
we
mine
finally
really
got it to
bright,
where
it's
there is
awful
this
too.
balance, and we're seeing more hero moments. And
I
that
mean,
replay
it'll
we
white
saw,
you out.
he actually, I think of that
I have
one,
different
I saw him
settings.
actually pick up the prisoner and take it all the way to extract.
This
and
is
that
really
run,
bright.
And that's what we wanted, that hero run.
So yeah, the ring light
I'm just
does
thinking
craziness.
about like how crazy it's gotten. Like I don't.
But I
envy
keep
you
mine
guys
dim
at all.
because I don't like it
Great job.
shining in my eyes.
The fact that you have to think about like
I never got a ring light.
everything
I don't know
within
if I
this
ever will.
sandbox.
It just takes the. I mean, I like it just to take the
Like,
shadows
how
off.
is some new movement or anything going to affect Warzone? How's it going to affect Ground War?
XP, nobody said anything to you. Go away.
Mostly because I don't like
At
having
the
lights
end
on
of the
because
previous
it hurts
one,
my
you're
head.
like, okay, how do we squeeze more blood from the stone?
Yeah, right.
And it's
Most
like,
of the time,
but
the
then
only
you
light
start
I have
iterating and
around
trying
me
different
is
things,
my
and you
screen's
do
lights.
kind of like, all of a sudden it's ballooned, and you're like, oh no, we have to cut stuff. We have too much.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, Joe, this is a
But I
really
also
hard
have
question,
4
but just to
screens
kind
facing
of wrap
me, so
things
I'm
up
pretty
here,
lit
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
I think when you talk about Call of Duty, when you listen to feedback from players and different
shit.
generations, they always talk about that nostalgic feeling that they get when they get
I
on
went
the
to bed
game.
like
What
8
is
o'clock
it
in the
about?
morning.
Oh hey, there's the
this time
Jack Links
around, this
code.
title in particular, do you think
Oh, yeah,
it's
thank
going to
you for
bring
saying that. That's why I had my
generations back
camera out.
years to come and say, look, Modern Warfare 2, excuse me, was my
Nope,
game,
my
and
camera
I
didn't
can
count.
play it year in, year out?
Yeah.
Can I rewind live?
A weird thing, and I
No.
Yes.
Can I?
And take it all the way to extract and have that.
Great job.
I think at every game you have that
His
moment
layup
at
is
the
sleeping.
end of the previous one. You're like, okay.
The camera's going to catch it regardless because.
Where did it go? It's right there.
He actually, I think of that one, but I was while we were talking
Oh,
earlier, I
that's
saw him actually
GMC.
pick up the prisoner and take it.
us, we can't really control that, but
They always talk about
There
that
it is.
nostalgic feeling that they get when they get on the game. What is it about Modern Warfare 2 this time around, this title in particular, do you think that is going to bring generations back years to come
I'm a
and say,
little
look,
surprised my phone did that.
Modern Warfare 2, excuse me, was my game and this is why I want to play it?
It's just black screen.
You didn't get it?
No, it's just a black screen on mine. Oh, that's okay. I'm not worried about it.
I wonder if I can just send you the link.
And then years to come, they're like, I remember
It's
that.
it's
that
my
was awesome.
phone. It doesn't
Yeah, a
work
bunch
well
of
for those
different
things.
experiences for sure. And I gotta say, the fact that we haven't even really scratched the surface yet, you know, we're here at the reveal, we're seeing it for the first time. There's so many questions that we have as well. I want to know what some of the challenges have been for you guys to develop this game,
I got it
to
covered.
really get it to the point that it is now, where you are comfortable to show it to the world and reveal it. You know, what some of the hardships been along the way in this ride?
I'm gonna get this white desk cleaned off today. Try to get it out to Elizabeth when she gets Alex later. Is she picking them up, or are we bringing them to her mom?
She's coming here to do some laundry after bed. She told Ari about 3:30 she'd come over.
There's people in their mom's basement.
I bet it's a cool shed though.
Yeah, I don't know about Alex.
But you know, but the fact that we can get
I'm gonna get this desk, her old desk cleaned off for her,
and millions of kind
so
of
she can have it
keeping
today,
everybody
too.
up to date, and so many different studios, not just ours.
Since she's
you know,
gonna
all these
be
different Activision studios.
getting
kind
the
of
Rugrat
keep
anyway.
on point
Figure I can kill 2 birds in 1 stone.
Everything is,
Right.
you know, good and great. It's been tricky.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's a great segue to like we.
Yeah,
have
this
a really talented team, and
some
we're
of the
up there
graphics
representing
on.
that team, whether it's the multiplayer team, the engineering team, the animation team, the art
They
team,
must have different
and they're
settings.
all
Maybe they're
specialists in what
setting
they
their
do,
settings up the way they
fidelity
want
on
them,
our
the
view
graphics.
animations, the guns, everything.
Some of them look better than the others.
Design. Our geo designers, they make
X12
these 66
Cinder
type maps,
Hurricane.
they
A lot
make
of them are
these
using
huge
that Cinder
ground war maps, and
Hurricane.
They put it all together into this massive big map, and everything needs to sing. And
All right, babe.
All we can do is thank them. And
She home already?
I'm kind of curious, were there any like positives for you from a creative standpoint?
Boy, Abby's gonna miss her, huh?
Everyone was in the office, and like everyone was kind of like away. Like I almost feel
Said
like maybe
something
that would
about
lead to some
her
interesting
mom
ideas.
bringing Abby to
when everyone's maybe
Oklahoma
not in
with
a
us
room,
while
like
we were
maybe one
trying to
idea
get
kind of
everything
takes
moved in class. So
precedent,
that's
like everyone
not
just kind of
a good
isolate
idea.
a little bit more. I just wonder if there was any like creative advantages there.
Yeah,
No,
I
if her
think
mom's
I
there to
think a
watch
lot
her.
of people were worried that
No,
kind of
she'll
like
whine the
productivity would
whole
go
way.
down
It'll
by,
take her
like,
mom 5
living at home,
times
but,
the amount of time to get down
we just found that everyone is so passionate about
Well,
you know, making this
she has
game
school too,
that
doesn't she?
They could either play a game or their PC is sitting there and they could make the game
That's
better.
not
And
stopped
they're,
them from going
you know,
on vacations
consistently
before,
working
though,
way
so.
too much, and we're like,
I
hey,
sent you the
we're
link
we're
to
good.
this.
Yeah, it's loading. It's
Yeah,
trying
mine
to
too.
get it.
Too many people on it,
Well, I
probably.
heard in some cases like
yeah.
productivity actually like went up, which people didn't expect, and like now people are downscaling offices. So I was kind of curious if you just had like a lot of, I don't know, superstars kind of show up. And
Yeah,
pull
there's
out some really
just
amazing
something
stuff.
about children that
it's
slow
tricky
down
because,
moving
you know,
processes.
we've just now been coming back in and getting kind of that kind of community in the office, and that has been a great way of kind of solidifying the game and getting people back in.
Watch, it's going to pop
and
up for us, and it's going to say that we missed.
I play Ground War.
Yeah.
Look, drawing back the curtain a little bit, because
That
when I
Jack
think of
Link
how to
stance.
handle a brand new game, a brand new title, bringing all these exciting factors to it, I'm thinking of like bare bones, you know, in your shed maybe, with a whiteboard, you know, just writing things on, just brainstorming. What is that process like? You know,
Jack Link's
blocks,
Call of
big
Duty
building
Ultimate
foundation behind this
Supply
brand new game,
Drop.
putting those ideas
No
down on
purchase
paper.
or
How does
payment
it work for the
necessary to
team?
enter or win.
Well, that's a
Open
big question.
to legal residents
I mean,
of the 50
one aspect we used
USDC,
was,
excluding.
Oh, here's a
Florida,
mobile player,
Canada,
Warzone mobile.
including
and
Quebec.
that really is just like a one-on-one
Must be
interaction.
18.
You know, like
Void
if
in
you imagine
Florida.
how many
Mine's still
times
loading.
a one-on-one
Quebec outside
interaction
the
happens
US and Canada,
in multiplayer
and we're
or in
prohibited.
single player, and like,
Sweepstakes
what
start
does
at
that
10
look like? You know,
a.m.
they could just shoot each other, but you
and
know,
end at
it's
4.
what is in your loadout, what's in my loadout. It's almost like it's like a
It's
card
It's good because it
game,
might
right?
take
I use my
that
splash
long
and you
to
use your
get on there.
smoke, and,
Yeah,
like, and so like we really
Right.
worked on how many permutations and how
Do
that
you
can
live in
play
the
out.
United
And
States?
so we figured
Yes.
if
Select
we
answer.
can get that to come and
Domination.
play out in
That's
a
what
lot
I
of
was trying to
different
think of
ways, we can make a
earlier.
really
Not hard
deeply
point.
replayable
Domination.
game,
The ABC.
which should, you know, make everyone really happy at the end of the day.
Nah, it seems like everyone's having a blast.
Hey,
so
there
far.
it
I mean,
is.
just this in
It
general.
won't load on my
It's
mobile,
gotta,
but it loaded on
it's
my
gotta be
computer.
pretty special to see just this many content creators here, gas up, enjoying the game.
I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. Honestly, Jeff, Joe, thank you so much for being
Okay,
here.
so it doesn't
giving us
tell
all
you
the
what you
insights,
win.
letting us nerd out a little bit, ask all the questions
It
that we're
says
dying
for
to know
full
about
official
what it's
rules.
about.
Ultimate
Right
supply
now,
drop.
head on over to the main stage to talk a little bit more about COD
Right, but
Mobile.
what the fuck is
We've got
that?
Beef Mummy and Matt Lewis over there. Let's take it over to them.
I
and
think it
see
was
what they
in
have in
game. I
store.
can't remember what she said.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Lottie, and welcome
Like I
back
said,
to
if
the
it's like
Command
a
Center
year's supply of
presented
beef
by
jerky, I don't
Xfinity
really want
Rewards. And it's time to
I
finally
do.
drop
I
into some
If I win it, I'll
Warzone
take
mobile
it.
gameplay. And
Platform of
joining me
choice.
here,
I think it's an in-game
none
drop.
other than Matt Lewis. I've been so
Platform of
excited to
choice.
bring you into this stage. He is the Vice President
One
of Product
snack
Management
food
for
lane.
mobile.
Thank you so much. I am
Enter to
super
win.
excited to be here today. We just have some awesome gameplay. We have some cool new surprises for you. So I'm just really looking forward to sharing this moment with
see
you
what we
and just
win.
the entire Call of Duty community.
I'll send
I'm
you the
so
link.
excited. I'm
You
just
didn't get
ready
it?
to get into action. And obviously things are just heating up over
I
here.
forwarded it
And
to
it
him.
really is
Okay.
impressive what you've been able to pull off here. And watching someone play, it looks great. It feels great. It's running, it's as if it's running off a console.
Yeah, it's only
to be
10 to 4
honest.
today, huh?
true.
Pacific time.
How did you guys make
Yeah.
this from the ground up?
Yeah, it's a great great question.
Two
so
ways
one of our game
to
pillars
enter.
was what we call relentlessly Warzone. I like to think of it this way. There are a set of emotions and an overall gameplay quality, something that's felt when you play Warzone. And for us, you know, that's something, it's a product of these proprietary combat and movement systems, the Verdansk map, tons of vehicles, and some unique
Oh, the
Warzone
prizes,
mechanics,
400
things
prizes.
Like the gulag and in-game loadout drop.
Each prize winner will receive a prize package that includes one digital code redeemable for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on winner's platform of choice, one branded box, one Jack Links package including one package each of teriyaki bites, teriyaki beef jerky sweet and hot, spicy dill pickle pork strips, beef jerky peppered and beef jerky original, and one in-game code redeemable for cosmetic skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or Call of Duty Warzone.
With tons of coffee.
No wonder why we don't have any more
Approximate retail value of each prize is $134.99.
All the coffee in the world is how we were able to do it.
Total of all prizes available is $53,000. Winners will be selected in a random drawing on or about Monday, September 26th. I mean, hey, you could give all the jerky to your sister for Christmas.
Great end product. So for us, you know, there are 4 major studios who are working on Warzone Mobile. Activision Shanghai, Beanox, Digital Legends, and Solid State Studios. So our philosophy, it's been to mix together really amazing Call of Duty console and PC developers with some of the best mobile developers in the business. Because we want, you know, an authentic, adrenaline-pumping Warzone, but something that is ultimately in this made-for-mobile, amazing, super polished mobile experience.
It's been so much fun watching all of these streamers today, and this game looks like a really great time. What is the best way for our viewers at home to guarantee they will be the first to drop in and play Call of Duty Warzone Mobile?
You know what they need to do? They need to do like a referral system
so for us, pre-registration
where when you buy it, you could like send a code, and if somebody buys it through your code, you get like $5 off or $10 or Call of Duty points, you know.
To the Google Play Store right now,
do it with
you'll be able to start to pre-register. If you're on other platforms, please keep an eye out on all the social channels. We have the social channels live now, so follow,
like big
comment,
streamers
all that kind of
Stone
good
Mountain
stuff.
might have a
soon
code.
on the Apple App Store
Have you
for
heard of
pre-order.
Tim the Tap Man?
We have some incredible rewards. I'm going to talk about those maybe in a few minutes, but maybe for now,
Jack
kick it
Frags
over,
has
check out some
code.
gameplay.
Like big
I can't wait to go and pre-register for myself.
Yeah, but I don't want to help them. I want to help little streamers.
That brings an end to our
I want a code for my stream.
Right?
You know what I mean?
They should do that for little people
It's been such
that
an
need the help.
great time here, but obviously
let's talk about how when you buy the new game, it should give you a referral code that you can share with your friends and stuff. Matter of fact, they should do it for everybody, not just big streamer. He was saying big streamers have codes, and I said, yeah, but I don't want to buy it from them. I want to help little people.
To introduce the game. Obviously, every one of us, we want to see the gameplay. We want to see everything that's happening here. And obviously, I am with the best person to talk about everything that is happening here on your screen right now.
100,000.
So when I'm looking at this gameplay right now, for me, one of the things I love about Warzone is that vehicle play. The vehicle play, the movement, and the combat systems all tied together.
Yeah, they're watching the mobile
I'm a thumb
now.
player. I can't do the collab
Part of that
myself, so
they
when I see
don't
other
say
thumb players in particular on the
is
vehicles,
big streamers probably
it's a soft spot for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the players right now, even if you're not on mobile, you just see this map and you go like, you go back way back 2020, and you're just seeing this map Verdansk. It's just you're basically having a little bit of a throwback from when you used to play this
I like
map,
scratching your
and
chair.
you get to play it here on mobile. And so I feel like it's just so exciting to finally see this map back into life. And really, we're just ready to play. I know, yes, we're in alpha right now, but I played the
setting
game
menu
yesterday.
is so clean.
It feels amazing.
Is this beta? This is alpha?
I think the team is really, really, really happy with where we
So
are.
she-
If we think of the development
she just said
process,
alpha.
we typically think about 4
I didn't hear what she
stages,
said.
and
I
we're in
heard
the
her say
second
alpha,
stage
but
right
that's
now,
all I
where
heard.
We're live to some amount of people in our alpha, and we're going to be entering a beta shortly. So for people who are interested in getting their hands on the game,
I don't know,
best
it
way
could
to
be an
do
alpha
register
test.
now, follow all of the channels on social. There'll be some great updates there, and we just have loads of improvements, loads of surprises too. We just have some super cool stuff coming in, new features, maybe some new gameplay. Gunsmith
you'll
is
find
looking
out tomorrow
absolutely
if it's
incredible. I
alpha
think
or
players
beta,
who are
because
familiar
the
with
beta
it,
is
they're just not
for
going to believe what we
PlayStation
have coming
tomorrow.
out with soon.
And as you can see over here, we definitely have streamers that you're very aware
So
of
you're going to see
already,
PlayStation
just logging
streamers stream is this
checking
for
out
the next
Warzone Mobile,
beginning and a
and it
half.
looks and feels
Yeah,
amazing.
probably gonna
As you
see
can see
any
on your
streamer
top
streaming
left
pretty
screen,
soon.
we were talking about this beforehand, right? One of the POIs that we really
I-
love to talk about is Boneyard, because for me, in my experience in Boneyard, it's great.
I want
It
to
has
say the
so
beta
many
starts
chests. you definitely can get a lot of money, but the moment that you drop in, you already know there's a bounty on your head, most
20th or the
likely.
22nd. So
Me
basically,
too.
when you're
Boneyard
moving.
for me is my favorite.
I
I'm a
wanna play
player.
this anyway.
I like to equip two things. I always like 2 primaries for myself.
I still haven't
A
seen him do the
shotgun is a
cliffhanging
must,
on the
and I like my shotgun and my
multiplayer.
sniper. People make fun of me for it, but that's what I love. Boneyard allows me to do both those things. I tend to like to hide out myself in
Maybe
some of
they're
those
just
little
not
airplane
into it.
shells, wait for unsuspecting people to come in, and you know, sometimes I'm lucky and sometimes I'm not. But that's me, Boneyard all the way. The fun thing for me too, we've been noticing some people.
So I'm posting the link on my subscribers only
being able to go back into some of
Facebook.
those points of interest that you like, in particular ones that were former
Josh, if you want
MP
for the
maps, previous
sweepstakes.
Call of Duties.
No,
It's just
when
one of the
you
things that
go to
makes
make a
Warzone
post on your
awesome.
Facebook, it'll ask you
I know
who
people
your
were talking
audience
earlier,
is,
like,
public
oh my
or
God,
subscribers only.
Superstore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of Superstore, I mean, I like dropping in there because I feel like I'm going on a shopping spree, grocery shopping, all the weapons that you need on the ground, they're over there. You know, but the thing is, it's in the center of everything. You're in the middle of everything. So if you want to go and just go away into safety, you're going to have such a hard time because you're worrying about people up top. Airport is right there. Boneyard is right there as well. So I feel like for me, like since we're seeing Boneyard right now, it's kind of like a safe little spot because it's right off to the side, but you still get really good loot as well.
Totally, well said. And for me, one of the things I love about Verdansk as a player is there are these mix of different ranges. You have really close quarter, inside combat, things like Superstore. You have some long distance sniper areas. Some people I know like to go on top of dam and try to pick off some enemies. And then you have things that are great for AR, you know, that mix of ranges. So it really is kind of like, you know, choose your own
I still kind of like.
how do you want to have
I
that
don't know. I
kind
kind
of
of miss this map. I like Caldera, but
Talking about the gameplay that we have right now, we definitely
there's
want
not
to
a lot
have a
of
little bit
areas
of a look
to
into the different streamers
take
that
cover
we
in
have.
on
Obviously, you can see here
Caldera.
the duo. We got Hawks, we got Bobby Plays, and they're definitely really known in the
My
scene, especially when it comes to
submission has
mobile. And so it's
been
really
sent.
exciting to finally see these guys enjoy the game because we've been talking about this
What'd you
for
say,
such
Josh?
a long time. And I
I
really
thought
asked Bobby,
Verdansk was
are
a
you going to
better
be here
map.
in this event?
Yeah.
I saw your invite. I wanted one as well, but obviously I sneaked into the COD Next event. And
I wonder if they'll do like a rebirth or Fortune's Keep,
you know, see the alpha. But
where
hey,
you respawn,
since we're
or are they
here,
just gonna leave it as ground war?
taking a look at what's going to happen here on the right side of your screen. You're
You
taking
said
a look
they
at
mentioned ground
the
war?
map, and it's like
Yeah,
it's
they had.
exactly what
Yeah,
we saw
ground
in
war is one of
Warzone.
the.
Totally, it's getting.
I
to
saw
one
it
of
on
those
their
end crunch
options
periods. This
here a
is my
minute ago.
favorite.
Somebody's they had on
Circle
here.
started to close, not yet final circle, but it's definitely that time.
Did you
Gotta
see
be a
how the
little bit
circles are gonna
strategic
split?
and smart about your choices. There
I've
is a
seen that.
penalty.
I
if you
like
get a
that.
little bit too
That was kind
aggressive.
of cool.
I like that.
And now speaking of being aggressive, it's like we were talking about it. It's really
That
a
looks
matter of where
fun.
you drop.
I still
because
haven't heard
obviously
any
the
more
tier
about the
5
raid
loot zones,
thing,
the
though.
tier
I
4
don't know
loot
what that
zones, You'll
is.
always have that risk, but obviously
Haven't
the
heard any
reward
more
is a
about the
little
what?
bit more
Raid.
high. I mean, especially if you're going to be dropping at the
Raid?
very
Yeah, they were
ends
talking
of the
about
map,
raids.
at the very end sections of it, where yes, you might not have better loot, but you might have a better time not really looking for those kills.
This
but the best
looks
thing here
cool.
is you need to
Oh,
find
this
that
is
middle ground.
Storage
In every
Town,
BR game that you have, for here, cash is king. You need to buy out,
Yeah,
go
this
and
is
find a
storage.
way to buy your fallen teammates, because we've already talked about it before, or maybe even meet them in the gulag later on. I'm really hoping to see a gulag feature over here.
I don't know
wanna
if I
see
could
it.
play
Me
mobile like
too,
that.
and
I'd
looking
have
at
to
the
use a
minimap
controller.
here, there were just quite a few red dots around. Something tells me we're going to see the gulag pretty soon.
Phew.
And now we're talking about the weapons that they have over here. Obviously, it's something that we've seen already. The Fennec.
Well,
I feel like
we're
it's gonna
looking
be
at
a
it for
really
the
good gun.
next
And
2
speaking
years.
of,
This
there you
is
go.
this is the
Guess
Call of
what?
Duty
So
everybody's
that's a
going to
really
be playing.
Good start rib so hard up because
Not
Bobby
this one.
Plays.
This is mobile.
I mean, it's just like Bobby Plays has
This
been
is
such a
Verdansk.
tremendous
That's
name here in the mobile
Verdansk
scene,
mobile.
and now he needs to get
Mobile
out
is just
because
now
he's going to
getting
be in big trouble, especially
Warzone.
going out here with no
Oh,
cover
you know what I mean.
whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know. He's living dangerously. I don't know, Bobby. I'm worried for you, man.
Yeah, Bobby and Hawks, they need to find a way to, you know, just get some cover. There you go, finds
I was
one,
just meaning that the
gets
next
the
Call
kill.
of Duty
That's going to
isn't
be really good for them so
after
far.
this one
So
launches,
again,
the next
so
one
far
isn't
so
coming
good,
out
and I'm
until
really looking
2024.
forward to kind of just talking to the guys later on after this gameplay, right? I feel like they have a lot to say.
Well, it'll be just
Me
like the
too,
last
super
Modern
curious to
Warfare.
hear.
We'll all
Also
stick
curious to
with
hear
Modern
how this
Warfare until
interaction here ends.
we
I
can't.
want to go back to one thing you were saying earlier with the loadouts. One of the things for me that I just absolutely love about Warzone is being able to have this
She
little
told
in-game
Ari
economy
around
and the
3:30.
strategic choices that happen as a result. Sometimes I want to get my own own loadout. Sometimes, no, I'm all about buying it new score streak, leveling up, helping my squad that way.
Who's coming to your
There's a
house?
really nice element of strategic
Blizzard.
choice, and it's ones that we know players in Warzone 1.0 on console and PC, they just absolutely love.
Michaela's mom
And,
bought a-
you know, in mobile, there's really
China
nothing
cabinet
quite
for
like
us
it.
that
So
we don't need,
just
but
can't
didn't
wait
have
for
a
players to
hard
get their
phone,
hands
we
on
don't
that.
need it.
Oh,
A
most
what?
definitely, because I
China
had my
cabinet.
hands on it
Oh, wow.
yesterday. I'm not very good at it,
And my truck
and
is
that's
in the
why
shop.
I'm being a shoutcaster. I'm just kidding. But
And her
really
mom
just
is
playing the
now
game
on her
and
way
playing
with her
Warzone
car
in
to
general,
come and
it
get
feels
me.
as if you're
I haven't
playing
even
the
fucking
same thing
showered
on
yet,
console
because I didn't think
and
I was
PC.
fucking going
And so that's
anywhere
such a
today.
huge deal, especially since you're putting it in such a tiny device,
this something
tiny
Michaela
but
wanted?
powerful device, and to have the same thing here.
No,
Not
it's
only
just
that, it has
something
its
her mom
unique
found,
aspects
and
as
Michaela
well. I think
didn't
we've
have
already
the
mentioned it
heart to say
before.
we don't need
Mobile, yes, even though you already have it, Warzone is here, it has its unique features.
Big time. And when we started making the game, we listed out all these options. We could make something that was totally not connected. It was its own mobile experience.
Is it something she bought at a store or
connective
something that's at her
tissue to
house?
Call of Duty
I have
console
no
or PC.
idea. I just
And
know
on the
that
other
she's
end of the
coming to get
spectrum,
me
we
to
could
go
do an
pick the
exact
stupid thing
port,
up. So
something
I've
that
gotta get
felt
off here. I
exactly
gotta
the
stop
same,
doing what I'm doing. I gotta go
had,
take a
you know,
fucking
same
quick
experience,
shower.
same
Alright.
economy, same everything
Alright.
else. What we decided in the end
Later,
was,
dude.
you know, there are different principles that we want to achieve. We want to make sure on the core game, so here, the moment-to-moment gameplay, it feels just
Yeah.
as good as
I want
Call of
them to get
Duty
back to
console, because
multiplayer. I don't
really,
care about mobile.
For us, that's the best shooter in the world.
I'm
We wanna
just
make sure
watching
that we're
Stone
rendering
right
that
now.
properly
You
on
could
mobile.
go.
We just think there's nothing better. At the same time,
streamers,
for mobile
you know?
players, there's certain customizations that are really important. Sometimes on the event side, or what we call internally the live ops side,
Yeah,
but also just
I
on the
gotta get logged
controls.
off because I
So
gotta
we
get
wanna make sure
Ariana
we're taking
ready,
those
so
best of both worlds
I
and
should
adding
probably
them
just
together
cut out
into
now
an
and
experience that
get
just
that
feels
over
like
with.
nothing else on mobile. We think we're on the right track.
Yeah, well, speaking on the right track, Noah from YouTube getting these kills already, and it's our first time seeing him right now. So, again, where he's at it's going to be a prime spot because it's not going to be too crowded, as you can see here, but you can also get really good loot. So that is definitely one thing that
Really,
you
a
want to
good
have.
loot.
And now for him spoiting all of these, I can see the movement is very much like Warzone. I feel like for me that was one of the bigger questions. It's like, what's the movement going to be like? And you can see here, it's good. He's done. He's already kind of felt the game pretty right to the fact that he can get a lot of these kills. And so how was it like trying to transform into the movement coming in from Warzone, going in here to Warzone Mobile?
That's a great point. We thought movement, that's one of those things. Movement and really the whole combat experience.
Okay, work
it's
on your
something
hair,
that
baby.
we just felt like we don't want to mess with it too much. It's so special. It's what makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. So for us, it's about rendering that in the right kind of way. And again, not totally there, but man, we're pretty happy with where we are at this alpha
Josh will
stage
like the
in the
third
development
person.
process.
I'm just so excited to see every one of these streamers just
Potential.
ballot it out, especially at the very late game where you get to see the circle just kind of closing in. But obviously, we only have a set amount of time, and that brings an end to the gameplay of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Got your six, mate!
God damn. Yeah, it feels alright, feels alright.
Hey, can you hear me?
It's sweaty, man.
Pause.
Yeah, bunny hop's good.
My stream or yours?
Bunny hop is really good.
Okay. That's because I'm switching.
So, this game comes out on 10/28, right?
The Warzone comes out in November. The regular beta comes out tomorrow for PlayStation. Next week for us.
I know that. Next week for us.
Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Cameron's birthday's
About for you for her birthday?
Yep, bought it from me.
I watched Drew Dog.
Drew's me. I got you, AB.
They're playing hardcore. The graphics look a lot better when you look at their stream.
That landed right on me. Yeah, I know. I met Juxie. Yeah, he's cool. He's a good lad.
Reloading. Simsex out. Secure the area. Locating the next hard point. Get ready.
The movement looks so smooth.
I think it depends on what weapon they're using because the mobility on some of them was awful.
A lot of people are using the Fennec. Damn. I like it. I reckon it feels pretty good. Hey, what's Breadman doing? Breadman's missing him.
I do like the knives. The knife throwing better because you can actually see the knife when it leaves your hand and where it hits.
What? Interesting.
What? Actually, kind of froze there for a second.
Oh, okay. So the aim assist then hit him, and then locked on the song behind him. So it is still pretty strong. No slide cancelling. No slide cancelling. Alright, I might play a game on M&K.
Yeah.
Might go back to M&K.
Mercado Las Almas.
Third person.
What's that?
Third person. What's your name?
You still streaming this Facebook?
I just wanna swap something.
Ground War, Invasion, Team Deathmatch, Domination.
Where's third person? Whereabouts is third person? Where's third person mode?
Yeah. Are you not in it?
Third person mosh pit.
This will be interesting. Third person mode. This. Not a fan? I like that. I like that. Oh, man.
Hey, yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. It's just if there's any issues, they can fix it and that.
I got Stone Mountain on my phone, and he's
I am busting to go to the toilet.
Yeah, they're asking them too because they want to play the different modes to see if there's glitches.
Nerves in like half an hour, bro.
Domination.
Oh, this is
Capture and secure the objectives. Securing Charlie. Charlie secure.
This is wild. I'm gonna go back to the M4 though. Quickly build this.
But I see most of them using that Hurricane and the M4.
1, 2, 3.
The Hurricane is the submachine gun.
What was the last one I did?
Is that correct?
FSS Hurricane. I don't think it's the same gun.
Enemy securing Bravo.
But it's just changing the receiver,
yeah, they're just
right?
changing. They can, but he just changed all of his attachments.
The enemy took Bravo.
I don't know what he had on the other one because it didn't show that part.
This is weird. What are your thoughts on third person?
Oh yeah, that third person is good.
Securing Alpha.
On your 6.
On your 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan of third person.
Damn.
Marge, there you go. Phase for Marge.
Secure Bravo. Losing Alpha. We're losing Charlie. We hold all objectives.
Couldn't see that guy for shit.
Charlie. We've taken the lead.
Oh, come on behind him.
Actually, the
Enemy's taking Bravo. Objective Bravo is compromised. Get it back.
I'll back you up.
He's not liking this game mode.
sniping feels weird. Sniping feels a bit weird. But if I can take away the scope and change a different scope.
Package incoming.
That works.
The enemy has captured 2 objectives. Hostile UAV in the area. We're taking Bravo. Spotter. We control Bravo.
Nah, not yet. We're gonna play it soon. I don't think I can.
The lead is ours. Enemies deployed a bomb drone.
I don't care what Grouchcast says about it. I'm into it.
Enemy securing Alpha.
Like he.
This is cool. This is cool.
I'll have to have John rewatch and see some of it and see if he thinks he's
The
gonna
enemy
like
took
it.
Alpha. Enemy's taking Charlie. Charlie.
His big thing would be not wanting to level up new guns and get used to new
Securing
maps.
objective Alpha. Securing objective Charlie.
What's the fun of it?
We're losing Bravo. We're taking Alpha.
These bigger guns definitely slow you down.
I just don't like third person, but yeah, this gun's cool.
Up, but at least he's pretty chill.
Man, it's a hard gun. Yeah, that was definitely it. Man, I'm loving the Shred Scott in here hyping me up. Thank you, boys. I miss yous.
Damn.
Oh, you got me! Oh,
he
different
came
person.
up behind.
This is Modern Warfare 2, yeah.
Jesus, a freaking shotgun.
This is fun,
That
this
thing
gun.
That thing shoots good ways. He didn't like the sniper the way it was.
Honestly, I'm very surprised at the registration of this game.
Especially if it's core.
It looks very clean.
Friendly UAV on station. Hostile SAE incoming.
Yeah, but are they doing that just for the preview?
We're taking Charlie.
Makes you wonder, huh?
I mean, land right now. You know, everybody will find out tomorrow whenever it goes.
Yeah,
for PlayStation and
couldn't move, man.
But
couldn't move.
The hit registration looks really smooth from everybody that I've proven.
We're taking Charlie.
He was using a shotgun and it wasn't registering, but you can't shoot that far with a shotgun either. I mean, he was making some pretty damn good shots. They got a hit marker on that. Oh shit.
Ooh, how far away he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shotgun's not really
Oh, I couldn't even hear him.
But it was blowing him away.
Damn.
Couldn't even hear him. I wonder if he had.
The enemy controls 2 objectives.
Gotta be a perk for that.
It's definitely.
Oh, the graphics look way better on his stream.
Oh! Wait!
That was pretty funny, actually.
I don't mind this gun. A little bit of a quick scope. Alright, I need a sight on it. I don't think I can actually I can't edit it. Which kinda sucks, but I might be able to default. Hey, here we go. Here we go. We might be talking now.
There's so many levels.
I got like a default sniper class.
He's running so slow with this gun. It's painful to watch.
Securing Alpha. Secure Bravo.
Come on, get.
Enemy securing Charlie.
Hey! That was hectic.
Objective Alpha secure. Enemies taking Charlie.
Man, he just jumped a story. Wouldn't there?
We're taking Bravo. We're losing Charlie.
Uh-oh. It froze. What's
Streaming
happening?
at like 30 FPS.
Objective Charlie is compromised. Get Objective Bravo secure. Enemy secure.
Oh, Marley. If I quick scoped him, I would have loved it. I'm trying.
Enemies taking Bravo.
No, Marley again.
Oh, that pissed.
They're also playing that play a lot.
Right.
So, you know,
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the third person.
If they're not going hard,
Objectives. Objective Charlie secure.
Oh shit.
Enemy securing Charlie.
I wonder what the ADS is like on this guy's. I don't think this is a one-shot kill. So, I mean...
Semtex out. That was weird voice. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to get off of here and go get her ready.
Yeah, I need a shower. Jump in the shower.
Alright, well, at least we got a little bit of a sneak peek.
You playing anything later?
Oh yeah, I'll be on something. I don't know what yet, but... Did you guys ever figure out Kevin's deal last night, or?
You could probably send him a message and ask him.
I think he probably just needs to re-download because that's what I had to do to John's. Same exact thing.